and gentlemen, welcome back to Iron Age Nights. How is everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. It is awesome to be here. I cannot make it through my week fast enough to get to Iron Age Nights. I literally look forward to it every week. It's one of the best things. Outside of spending time with family, I find spending time with you bunch of degenerates to be the second best thing in my life. That should say something. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing in the chat? What's going on?
Yes.
Oh,
hello,
man. Hello, everybody. Oh, God. So many people down there. So many people. Convoy Bebop's already threatening such stuff, and I don't know why.
Bit early.
Well, yeah,
General
no,
disrespect.
he does that. I'm gonna say hello to the chat, and I cannot believe what I am about to do right now, because, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, tonight's very special guest is one of the trolls of my channel, and he already started with a troll. So down in the chat, we have Herman P. Hunter, the Loreforge, because, you know, Herman P. Hunter has to double dip. And he says, I can't wait to hear what Herman has to say about his next release. Jeff Potts, who also happens to be Herman P. Hunter, the Loreforge. Jeff Potts says, get over yourself, Herman. He is literally, this is the first triple dip on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend has done a triple dip on the show. Oh, welcome everybody. Evelyn Music is down in the chat. Brother. What?
I knew that. Yeah. I knew that. I
Yeah.
did know that.
I did know that.
I saw him talking, so I was like,
oh God. Oh,
he's too busy voguing.
Yeah.
Right. I saw that.
The first time on Iron Age Nights that someone trolls themselves.
First, but probably not the last, the way it's going.
Nope.
No, not even close to. We got Darkest Multiverse down there. Hello, good sir. I've been jumping in with him on his Thursday night streams. Those are fun. He lets us say things because it's great. I can say things over there. I can't say things here, sadly, because monetization and all that. And Darkish is like, I ain't monetized. Say what you want. And I'm like, sweet. So Darkish, go check him out. He does the Guild of Calamitous Intent over on Thursday. So Darkish Multiverse is down there. Horizon Talker, hello. Trippy Soul down in the chat. Trippy Soul letting everybody know in the guild that he's getting swole lately. He's been on a workout regimen, getting healthy. Trippy Soul, definitely inspiration to me. I'm like, man, I got to get back in shape.
He's also a wizard.
I know, he is a wizard. Swift Sword Rush is down there.
And you're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard. Yeah, that was great. We got Kikomon down in the chat. Hello, Kikomon. We've got Redoubt Productions. I hope I say that. Oh, it's me, Heterogro Media, but using my primary channel so nobody gets tongue twisted tonight. Yeah, that didn't work. I would rather you use the other one, please and thank you.
I still failed.
I will always fail. Never underestimate my ability to fail. That's what my wife tells me anyway. Nikolai Powell down in the chat. Hello, how are you? Asher Brunert, good sir. We got Convoy Bebop, the man, the myth, the legend. The man who is behind the scenes of this channel and helps me fix things when I break them. So it's great to have him here. Oh, good Lord. JVP Music jumped in. Brian McCoppin. How are you? And Calvin Gulata, the Dawn of the Bots, is down there as well. Trippy, ban him.
Pimp.
Yeah. Ram, hello, Ram. Oh, Ram, you don't see Ram very often. Oh, fantastic to see Ram back here in the chat. He disappeared for a little bit. Dude, seriously, Ram, glad to see you, dude. Glad to see you, brother. Seriously. Yes, thank you for being here, man. Jonathan Resigno says, yo, that is a new name, slightly new name, possibly new name. If I'm wrong, let me know. And then just because I'm here in the chat, Kikomon for $5 says, show me, show you, Kikomon. Herman transitioned back. Hail. Yes, he did. He had a short bout as a woman on Amazon and decided that for tonight's stream, he would in fact transition back to...
I have detransitioned.
Well, I'm just glad that you transitioned back to the right gender.
My breasts won't go away.
Oh, no. Oh, Samwise down in the chat. How are you, James Craig? It's fantastic to see you down there, man. Jeff Potts again, getting that triple dip in. Good, sir. Toxic Cruise. Oh, no. Toxic is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude, I've got like 4 Florida men down in the chat right now. It's not a good thing.
And there's Mike. Mark.
Oh, God. Is he there? Yep. Sup, dorks. Sup, dorks. Oh, crap.
Mike Miller.
That's who I forgot to say. Oh God! Out of all nights, the one time I forget to actually send Mike a freaking invite, like
just
send
like
him an invite. Send him an invite. He will be more than happy to pile on with you.
Yes. You mean pile? You don't mean pile on against me?
No, he'll come after me first.
Yeah, you say that. You say that. And I think I have said hello to everybody in the chat. Oh, Mike, I didn't actually say hello to Mike. I heard Mike was here. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here for Iron Age Nights. It is time to talk about our esteemed guest this evening. But before we do that, we have to get to my esteemed co-host.
Esteemed?
Really?
Seriously?
I am trying to be kind.
Would you
can
prefer
knock it the fuck off.
Soft boiled, sauteed, maybe.
More like fried.
Okay, fried.
All right, fine. We're here to say hello to our hetero queer guest anyway. Sorry.
And that's what we call roasted.
Oh, no. God. How is Ram double dipping? That's right. No, Ram's super chatting. That's not a double dip. You guys need to know how the double dip is when you're on the stream and then you comment in the chat. The triple dip is when you're on the stream and then you comment in the chat with different accounts. That's the triple dip. We'll see how. Then like the quadruple dip is like you're on the stream, you do the double in the chat, and then you go and stream it on your own channel. And we haven't reached those levels yet. That will be. It will happen one of these days.
So you're giving people ideas.
Exception.
I know. It's going to be insane. All right. Ram says, I'm right here, my son, watching 2 different streams. What stream? Ooh, what other stream are you watching? I would like to know whose grace I am in your mind.
Somebody entertaining.
Yeah, most likely. Most likely. Mother, why did I do this to myself?
Not even 10 minutes in and body shots. Yep.
You can't say you didn't know what you were getting yourself into.
I was hoping. I was like, you know what? Maybe he'll be cool with me tonight. Nah. Oh, and TSBOL from Canada sends $10. Thank you so much, good sir. All right, time to get into introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time from the land long ago, hailing from on high, descending from his castle to say hello to all of the peasants. We do have in our presence the king himself of the Iron Age, King Richard. How has your week been?
My liege.
It has been. Yeah, you did. I wasn't sure where you were going whenever you started that. I was like, who is he introducing? And then I realized.
It definitely wasn't me.
Did the castle not give it away?
Well, it did. Yeah, that's whenever I went, oh, I see how it is.
You can blame JVP for that.
Yeah, I had quite the bout with my allergies this week. So I was so zonked out that on Thursday, whenever I posted Herman's article about his latest book that's on pre-order now, I just completely forgot to tweet about it or put it anywhere. So I just went ahead and did that today as though nothing had happened. And it seemed to be fine. So
yeah, never admit to mistakes and just pretend that they didn't happen. That's how I live through life.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think all of us here are married. We have been married. We all understand this thing.
It was planned, man. It was planned.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's all part of the strategy.
Oh, good Lord. Dude, yeah, no, I am so glad that I have not been blessed with allergies.
Usually I'm pretty okay down here, but the cold weather brought them all down.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Oh, hi. You decided to let me in.
Yeah. Everything is in small windows right now. When I get more monitors, I'll be able to notice people much quicker. So,
how you doing?
When he comes down off the buzz, he'll be on top of it.
Right. That's great.
What are we
That's
drinking
great.
tonight?
Bush Light. I'm poor. Blame my wife.
That's fine. That's fine.
The last quarter of my redemption rye.
Ooh. There you go.
Hey, did you use my thumbnail?
No, I did
Why?
not. Because
Great thumbnail.
I'm not using your thumbnail.
Dude, it's awesome.
No, because the problem is when you switch thumbnails, it completely screws over YouTube. I don't know what they do there. Anyway,
No,
ladies
it
and
doesn't.
gentlemen,
No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm sharing it. You have to show everyone the thumbnail. I
fine.
sent
I
you.
will.
I
will show
made
them.
you this thumbnail.
I have to get.
I
Ooh.
made it for you.
I
You
have
didn't
to, I
even
will
use
do
it.
it. I have to
You're
get
not
through
using it.
Show them.
in a minute.
I'm disappointed.
Show them the thumbnail, Royce.
Show him the thumbnail.
Man,
Show 'em the
why did
thumbnail.
I do this to myself? There's just like
I
I
was
had
gonna
this
say.
really good. See what I
I'm
mean?
Okay.
No books for you.
I like it. I like
No
it.
All
book.
the work I put into that, and you just like, whatever.
The video was already
That's some
anyway.
high quality stuff.
I like that it's the fourth industrial revolution too.
Yeah.
God. Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, the eyebrow himself. Eyebrows himself? One? I don't know. Mr. Daniel P. Riley. That was terrible. I was trying to have a good. No, Mr. Daniel P. Riley, good sir. How has your last week been, man? What have you been up to? You've been on somewhat of a roller coaster this week with your writing.
Yeah.
That's
Big roller coaster. Yeah, so last Saturday, starting my Saturday morning shorts, I released a Comedy's Tragedy, part of my Legacy of Heroes universe, short story on what happened to that particular villain. And over the last 2 days, I went to a very dark place to write the second story, Tragedy's Comedy, which I just posted before the stream, is going out as it is. I'm not going back there to edit. Not that I went into any graphic, gory detail, but as a teacher, my whole mindset has been to put people under enough stress that they grow, not stress that breaks them. And going into this story, I had to go in with the mindset that I was going to break an already broken character and make it far worse. All credit due, the inspiration for the story is actually from a little known musical artist called Madeline Duke. The song is, I believe, called How Villains Are Made. That helped me keep focused on it without going over the edge. But yeah, 2 days worth of writing, almost 8,000 words, 17 pages, and I had to live in this character's mind while he endured the things that I orchestrated. It was almost like I was kind of attacking myself, and it didn't feel good.
Wow. So, I want to have a. Oh, I hate that you did that during introductions. Because I want to dig into that.
You and I can dig into that later this week if you like.
Yes, let's do that later this week. And all right, I don't know how to do this because it's throwing off my whole groove. But our most esteemed guest, who did transition to a woman shortly, decided that the better gender was male, so he came back. His name, lovely Diane here, Mr. Herman P. Hunter. How has your last week been? Good
Say his name right.
Stop dead naming me. Well, I now actually have an Amazon listing. That was new.
That was a nightmare. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Well, what happened was that
Yeah, man.
in the middle of doing the formatting and getting stuff out there and going over all the the stuff before I send it up to like the distributors, I found not only a bunch of typos, but a bunch of not a bunch, a couple of formatting errors. So I had the person who did the interior formatting fix it. And during that time, the people who were providing the ebook distribution basically said, probably better for both of us if you just submit this to Amazon yourself and we'll do everybody else. So I said, okay, cool. And I went and I did that. And at the same time, I did the print book distributor. I uploaded the new interior PDF to them. And what happens is when you do that, they pull the old one for distribution and sale, and then after they get everything approved, they put it back out there again.
Yeah, like 72 hours, I believe.
Exactly. Well, Amazon decided to delete my paperback link, and then when they put it back, they put a different author's name on it. And so I called Amazon support after I found out about it. I didn't even know about it. I just happened to see a link or the image of my paperback cover down at the bottom of my Amazon home screen. And so I was like, oh, I'll go click on that. Maybe that's my paperback. And it was. It didn't have my name on it. So go call Amazon support. Oh. Amazon support, actually, you have to call and leave or you set up like a call, put yourself in a call queue.
Yeah.
And then they call you. Yeah. So I called them. I got with the rep. She said, oh, okay, yeah, I tell you, take this author on, put me on. Or take this author on, author off and put me on. So they said, okay. We did that. It should show up in the next 48 hours. Well, it showed up in less than 24 hours, and it didn't take the author on. It just added me to that frickin' page. So it's like...
the same does.
So I finally, I'm in the middle of like reviewing all the audiobook tapes or the audiobook recordings. So it's like I come home, the last thing I want to do is screw around with the frickin' Amazon link.
Yeah.
So then I think it was this weekend, I finally contacted Amazon support and said, you still have the author on here, and you haven't linked my page to my ebook. You need to do this. And so they finally did it, but I mean, it took like about 2 weeks from start to finish. Number one, I didn't even know that my paperback was linked to another author. But at the same time, when I did find out, it took like going through hoops to get it done. And then on top of that, I can't just go to one distributor to put up my ebook up there. I now have to go to two, Amazon, and then the distributor for everyone else. So, and I'm kind of crapping my pants, and I'm going to have to do that with the audiobook too.
Jeez. That is ridiculous. Just the holy crap. Yeah, and I remember when you announced that, and then it's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, that's insane. That's absolutely insane.
And it wasn't even like author like J.K. Rowling or something where you could have like
it wasn't
off the
right. Just I'm just gonna let this stay.
Like,
it was actually a best-selling author, and one of the books she was doing books for Marvel. It wasn't a comic book. It was somebody who's writing books for Marvel, and I'm like, and everybody's going, dude, you should let it go. Just no, I got to be ethical. But in the back of my head, I'm like going, maybe I should let it go.
I'd have been like, I just put it up on Amazon. I didn't know what was going on. That's their mistake. You totally could have done it. I could have done it.
I didn't even know it was there, man.
Bestseller success.
Yeah. Oh God.
So how were your sales during that small period?
I won't know until it gets released.
Oh.
And they'll probably suck. So.
Oh God.
But I'm working on it.
Well, yeah, that's why you're here. You're here to shill tonight.
Yes.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, a last-minute addition to the stream, and hopefully I read this right. Artiste, Mike S. Miller, also known to my chat as Mark. Mike, how was your last week been? No. What? Hi.
Huh? What?
Huh? Hi. Yeah,
Hey.
how's your last week been, buddy?
Busy. I've been, man, this 2-page spread I was working on just took like all bloody week, which usually I do a page a day, so it should have taken me 2 days. And when I'm 4 days into a page, I'm like, this is annoying.
What caused that? Just life happening in general. Just you have to take care of like family and like business and stuff.
Well,
or was
that and I mean, here, I'll show it to you. You'll get an idea of what took so long.
Well, we know we got one sale, Herman P. Hunter. This is here. I will read this super chat right now. Kikomon for $2 just got a copy of The Revenant and the Tomb for $2. Fantastic.
Very nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
Go Kikomon.
All right. And there is the
Kikomon.
page.
Show me, show you.
Holy smokes, yeah.
Wow.
So
That would take a little while.
On top of everything else, yeah, the amount of stuff I had to do in it.
Man.
And I spent way too much time arguing on Twitter.
It's true. It's true. I watch you do the argue on Twitter.
I had to just mute all of those idiots because I'm like, they're just freaking.
Dude, you've been going at it in my freaking YouTube channel for a week and a half.
Oh, that's not an argument.
No. I know it's not. But I'm just like, and it's been an enjoyable conversation to read. But I'm like,
Yeah, it's just a conversation.
yeah, no. But I'm just like, how do you have time to do that? Draw all the things and then do everything. I don't. It's just it's what you don't understand. We have the quaff down in the chat. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's fantastic to see everybody down there.
Konbanwa, Kofa-san.
Yes.
How's it
Yes.
going,
Oh,
Pop?
and Mike, and before we get into the man, the myth, the legend, that is the formerly woman, Herman P. Hunter. Before we get into that, I just wanted to tell you that Kikomon drawn and quartered was the funniest shit.
Yeah.
We were in voice chat on my Gilded dying. Just absolutely dying. Like the entire, because you had people on your stream that had no idea what was happening. All the chats coming in that were being read, and just they had no clue. It was the funniest thing. So thank you for that, Mike.
All right,
yeah.
hold on. It's my wife.
Oh yeah. Oh, the boss called. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's get over to Mr. Herman P. Hunter. And thank you so much for being here tonight, man. And I know you would not miss a chance to absolutely roast me. So I would like to do my best to direct everybody down to the website in the chat below, which is www.hphunterwriter.com, where you can go and you can actually find all of the links to the Mr. Herman P. Hunter here. And I mean, obviously, let's start it off. And I know a little bit of the background from reading your bio, but what got you writing? What finally shifted the gears and got you to put the pen to the paper and decide it's time to put the stories out?
I inspired him. Go ahead, tell him.
He didn't inspire me.
Oh, no. You're not supposed to tell him that.
Like the news. Yep.
We have a relationship based on truth and trust, and that's kind of truth. Anyways,
I feel. Anybody smell that? It smells like gaslighting.
Actually, what it was is back early in my career, I started writing articles, and they were for software. And it's actually sold a couple of articles for magazines, which was kind of cool. And one of them was about barcoding. And then I got approached by the owner of the magazine, or the company that owned the magazine, and they were opening up a book division, and they wanted me to write a book, which I did.
Right on.
And yeah, it was like 420 pages, and they had only budgeted for 250, but put that aside. And so got an advance for it, put it out there, received absolutely no royalties, but it was like a big feather in my cap. And I spent about a year writing it, and I actually kind of liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And so later on, I'm like, well, you know what? Let's go write what I like. And I like fantasy. I was a big Lord of the Rings junkie. I read Robert E. Howard some of Robert E. Howard stuff, like mainly the Conan stuff, C.S. Lewis, and so I decided, well, maybe I'll go write a fantasy book. So I did, and wrote it all out, and gave it to my wife, and she read it, and she said, "Yeah, it's okay." And so I thought, hey, that means it's great. And so then I tried getting it published, and about 80 to 90 rejections later.
Oh no!
It was awful. I had a stack about that. I had a stack of rejections that thick.
That's just a little above average.
You should publish those.
Yeah, some were pretty good. But
no, it's true.
But I know every standard rejection that exists in the industry. So anyway, so then I put it away. I'm like, completely defeated. I put it away. But the idea for the character that I had just didn't die. It stayed with me. I wrote a couple of small short stories that involved the character's life, and then at some point, because one of the short stories bothered me, I decided I was going to write a book about that character's story and elaborate on it. And I ended up writing about 130 or 150,000 words on that one book. It's actually the end of the series that I'm writing towards. It gets complicated, but I have a series. Actually, I have 2 series, but that's one series I have sitting out there, not published yet. So I decided at that point, you know what? Maybe I'll fix up my original manuscript, redo it, and I'll try publishing it. And somewhere in that time, I decided I was going to write another book about another character, and that ended up being its own series. And I'm like, I can't write a frickin' book that's not a frickin' series. So, in the midst of all of this, I'm trying to get this one book, published through the traditional channels, and then I decide, I probably should write a single book that is a start and an end, and it's all contained in one book. And so at that point, I started writing this guy. Okay. This book was actually started before The Revenant and the Tomb. So, after my glorious failure of trying to get published, and I got about another 50 rejections on that. I know every standard freaking rejection that's out there, both past and present. And another, I think it's 20 rejections through small publishers. At some point, I embraced self-publishing. And I'm like, okay, well, I should probably, let me back up. I started looking into marketing because I didn't want to self-publish because of all the marketing that's involved. So one of the ideas for marketing, or started investigating marketing, one of the ideas that were for marketing was, write something that you can give away. So I figured, I'll write a novella and give that away for free. And that's this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing that. Hold it up for a few more seconds. Come on. I know you're old, but you can get it up for longer than that.
This guy was supposed to be free.
Oh.
This guy was the guy I was going to sell.
Okay.
Free, sell. Free, sell.
There you go.
Sell, free, sell.
Nicely done. Well executed.
And I discovered that nobody, and I do mean nobody, wants to buy or wants to even pick up a free novella or trade it for an email address from somebody they don't freaking know. So I'm like, so I failed at that too. So then I failed at giving something away for free. I mean, you don't get any lower than that.
Well,
so then
you could only go up from there, right?
Yeah. No, actually, there's still further down I can go.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Never
get
mind.
to that later.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. So then I decide, screw it. I've got a book. This guy, in order to write The Revenant and the Tomb, I had to stop this guy midway through. So I stopped it, wrote The Revenant and the Tomb. Somewhere in there, I got COVID, was in the hospital, for like 7 days. I actually kind of checked myself out. Was on oxygen for another month. Yeah, it was that was nasty. And I finished up the Revenant in the Tomb, and I started self-publishing it, and I put it out there, and I started doing the marketing thing. And to date, I have over 200 books sold, which for a guy who nobody knows and has screwed up everything to this point, I don't think it's that bad.
No, 200 books for grassroots, that's good.
Yeah. And then somewhere in the process, after we'd already published it, I think it's probably about in April, I was talking to my wife, and I was drinking at my favorite brew pub, half hammered. No, actually, it was fully hammered. And we said, how about we do an audiobook? And so we're like, she goes, okay, yeah, let's do it. You know, we got the money to do it and all this other stuff. So I start looking into audiobooks. And so I go with the place called Findaway. There's like two major audiobook creators. One is Findaway, and the other one is ACX, which is basically owned by Amazon. Mm-hmm. So we go to Findaway, and then we have to go look for narrators. And I start going through this list of narrators, and and I'm picking all the wrong guys, and none of them are doing fantasy. But I select them anyways, and the way it works is you pick like 10, and they do an audition, and some of them just say, no, I'm noping out of this. Yep. And the first guy that came back with an audition was a guy named Steve Fortune. And I'd heard him, I had heard a sample from another fantasy audiobook he did. And he was the first guy in. Go ahead.
The name sounds familiar. That's all.
Yeah, it's because I've been promoting him left, right, and center. But he came back. I didn't hear all that.
Dixie Dynamite.
Yeah. So then I listened to about 3 seconds of his audition, and I'm like, this is the guy. And so with him I did the Revenant in the Tomb, put that out there, and I've received nothing but great feedback from it. And now I have him doing the Wizard's Stone. So that's what I'm working on right now, and that should be available by time of release. So
it's great.
That's an abbreviation. And the funny thing is in the forward of this thing, I discuss it in far better detail than me saying it, because I suck at talking about things.
Well, it's a good thing you're an author instead. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I know they don't even understand my emails half the time, anyways. But whatever.
So, out of curiosity, you just spawned something there. Finding the right guy to read your audiobooks. Do you feel that finding the right person to read the audiobooks? Do you feel that in a way enhances your story to a certain
Yes, it does.
Absolutely, 100%.
You get the right narrator, and it's like it's like the cigarette after sex.
Yeah, the right cadence.
Oh, wow, somebody made a reference that I actually know about. Anyway, God, I love you.
Mind you, I don't smoke cigarettes, so
I do. Never mind. We're not going into that. Anyway,
mind you, I write Christian fiction. I'm so screwed.
Oh, I've seen you in my chat. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Oh, good Lord. No, I will say this, man. One of the part of my excitement tonight of having you on is knowing, one, I'm going to get absolutely eviscerated, and two, just in conversations with you on Gilded, you're just fun as hell to have on, and I'm like, you know what, we need to get this man some
Wait,
books
is he
sold.
bashing me on Gilded too?
Oh yeah, all the time.
No, not at all. He lies. Liar.
I don't. You, Mike. You're in the Gilded. You could go and see what he says. You can. It's not that hard. Like you could. I mean, you could grace us with your presence once in a blue moon.
Oh, do I actually have to type something in there?
I mean,
Usually, yes.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean,
It'd be
my
nice.
presence, you just have to believe that I'm always there.
Yeah. You just, it's like the Boondock Saints in the second, but you just have to fucking believe. Anyway.
I believe.
Oh, God. So, all right. God, you guys get me off track. This is going to be a bad panel.
Derailed.
Derail. Yeah, we're going to derail way.
You, Roy.
This is going to be derailed.
Yeah, we're not making it to 9:30 tonight.
No, we're not. I would love to, but we're not tonight.
We're on rails. Really?
Were past tense. I think we had about 2 minutes at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, the train made it out of the station, but it was all there.
So
you sent me the link, son.
How could I not send you the link with?
You haven't sent me the link for weeks. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I sent you the link last week. I sent you the link last week.
Way late.
It was after the stream was over, but he did send
No,
it
it wasn't. I did forget for a few weeks. I'm not even gonna lie. I did forget. I was so focused on okay, send the guest the links, and I totally forgot. I'm not even gonna lie. I sent you the link last week.
I think we could probably create a compilation of Royce going, "Oh, I forgot to send Mike Miller a link."
Yeah,
right.
I forgot.
Yeah. Well, it's like I sent the link, and then nobody responds, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just annoying these guys because they have more important things to do than be on my show. So
yeah, I have to be arguing on Twitter.
No, actually, I really don't have anything else more important.
I say we need to keep him on the live stream more often. Then
I know, right? I was like, that's all I want to do is I just want to have Mike on a live stream while he's arguing with people on Twitter. And he'll just be here, and then we'll just pull up the Twitter, and then we'll just live react to it. We won't even acknowledge Mike's present. We'll just let him do his thing, and just be like, Mike, what are you doing? Anyway, that would be.
I look at his tweets, and I often wonder what sort of facial reaction he gives the screen before he types.
Usually, it's smiling.
Oh, good God! So
I have to entertain myself. It's
yeah, as every man does. Anyway, sorry. So back to Herman. What brought you? I mean, obviously you said earlier that you enjoyed the fantasy realm and all. Just with Tolkien and the Conan Barbarian. What sold you on that? What really got you into writing it? Is there more to that? Is there why fantasy? What does fantasy allow you to write that other genres may not?
Well, I mean, they've always told me that I'm living in my own world. I figure I might as well make money at it.
Well,
so
fair enough.
Hey, that's awesome. Maybe I should try
no,
that.
Actually, the thing about fantasy is that it is literally a blank slate. You can make anything you want. And I'm a guy like in software, I like making stuff from nothing.
Yeah.
And cooking's the same way. I cook real well. I like making stuff from nothing.
Yes.
So that type of thing poses a challenge, and I enjoy it. So, and I might do it right, I might do it wrong, I don't know, but at least it's mine. So, woodworking's another thing. Start with a board, make something.
Yeah. And gentlemen, just so you know, the last hour of the show, we are going to get eviscerated by super chats. So
I can't.
Yeah.
Yep. It's coming tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, wait till the end of the show and see how we get absolutely destroyed by super chats this evening.
I'll be hammered by then and just laugh.
It'll be great. It'll be great. I know.
I feel my face, man. I ain't all the way.
I anticipate being down here somewhere on the chair by the time.
Herman, can you turn your camera off again for a second?
Oh, no, please, for the love of God, don't. You sons of bitches.
Yes!
God, I hate you.
There we go.
I saw him flash it earlier.
What?
Billy
Royce
Bobstack's the one
Royce
that gave it
wants
to you,
people
isn't he?
Nah, Royce just wants to drive people to his local subscription. He's hurting over there, guys. It's just if eggs get any more expensive,
I'm not
you don't
sure
see
that's
what
the best
happens
phrasing
next.
when Herman's flashing pictures of his behind.
Convoy, was that you dirty? Well, that's what I get for my best friend of 15 years. And
It's gonna be Royce's profile pic for his OnlyFans.
Richard, Daniel, you guys just don't want to take over at this point, huh? It's just every other week. You're like, no, we would totally want to ask questions. Oh, Royce is getting obliterated. No, you got this. Yeah,
Richard.
There's some questions, but you know,
the king
they're not
delegates.
as exciting.
Yes,
the king
Richard,
delegates.
now's the time.
Oh God,
There must be the. I'll allow it.
All right, I'm laughing too damn hard.
All right, Daniel, why don't you
Somebody
take over
ask
some
Herman a question
now?
for the love of God.
I gotta actually.
Herman, why do you go by Jeff Potts in the chat?
What?
That was my question. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Which one's the pen name?
Pen name's Herman.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Potts is the real name. And the reason why I went with a pen name is that when I wrote my book and I put it out there, there were like already two or three other Jeff Pottses Jeff Pottses with the same freaking pen name, and they were all writing programming books, and it's like, oh, crap, So this time I wasn't going to make that mistake, and then I found out there was a Herman Hunter out there, but he does lifestyle books, so we're cool.
Yeah. There was in this, I want to say 70s, a author of fitness books named Daniel Riley, which is why I added the P.
Well, that's the reason why I added the P to Herman Hunter. Was
I added the S to Mike S. Miller because there's 400,000 Mike Millers.
Out there.
Right? Yep.
I am so glad that I have a unique name. If I ever decided to put pen to paper, I'm like, no, it's me. It's Royce. It's Royce Saindon.
I think there's probably like 20 people with my name who are authors.
At least. I mean, come on, dude.
I used to go to Blockbuster, and they just ask me they always ask people their name. They'll look it up. And I said, Mike Miller. And I just look at their faces while they're scrolling. scrolling.
Yeah.
And they're just like, can you be more specific? Like, when was the last time you were here? Like, do you have a social security? No, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for anybody named John Smith.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, God. Yeah, no kidding, right?
Which one?
Oh,
pick one.
God, we're going to get roasted in this super. Okay, come on.
So, talking about your actual work here, I'm curious about. You said that The Revenant and the Tomb was a novella.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, when you decided to put that out just because it was a shorter format, or did you feel like it was it's a one-off story?
Yeah, it was originally going to be a one-off story. And and I wanted something. If I was going to give away something, I didn't want to give away a full novel. And I figured I didn't want to give him a short story because that wasn't like enough. And a novella was kind of good. And the funny part is that I'm like 500 words away from actually technically being a novel in The Revenant and the Tomb. So
what's the word count on it?
It's like 39,500 words, and novels low one is like 40.
Yep.
So you're almost getting a novel. So and I figured that was good, and it was going to be a one-off.
Just like we're almost getting a writer. What?
Yeah, a one and done. And a character I'll probably won't come back, but I'll probably use the elements of that character in another one. Mm-hmm. And then about 4 or 5 months into selling the book, I start getting people going, so when's the next Hal Cedric book coming out? And I'm like,
ooh.
It's
never
not. And then I start seeing in reviews, it's like, oh, I really can't wait for the next book with Hal Cedric and Herodini, and I'm like, so I had absolutely no backup. So I'm like, okay, well, my plan is put out The Wizard's Stone, and I'll get that out, and then while I'm producing that, I'll write the next Revenant and the Tomb follow-up. And the thing is that I can't say it's a one and done book because there's elements to it that actually go into some of the lore and some of the things that I'm writing towards. The whole concept of what I'm writing is I want to place. Hang on, if I feel that's. The whole concept is that I want individual books or series to be like a different period of time in my world and have characters that interact with a much larger story going on. And this all leads up to the series that I originally wrote about a character named Frankie, which I have already about 3 books done, part of a 4th, and there's probably going to be a 5th in there somewhere. So I'm writing towards that, but at the same time, I want to put out these individual stories and these various characters to set up sort of like a framework and to kind of like illustrate what's going on in the world. And so I decided that the Hal Cedric character is kind of going to be the guy that sort of looks into the past, what happened prior or during the Great War. And so the next book, which is, I have it tentatively titled The Revenant and the Cult, deals with the cult that is kind of mentioned in The Revenant and the Tomb, but expounds on it. And the fact is that in this world, there are I won't say several very dark, but they're dark cults. And it's kind of the antithesis to the monotheistic religion that I've set up, which is the worship of the All-Father.
Interesting. So that was... You kind of answered it, but that was going to be one of my questions, is whether or not these 2 books were in a similar setting or if they were at all related.
Yeah.
So with the Wizard and the Stone, or the Wizard Stone, sorry. The magic system, can you tell us anything about that? Because I always feel like that's kind of a...
Yeah, it's I guess it would be called soft magic. I don't really go by those terms. The magic is sort of given to like the wizards. They're angelic creatures, sort of like Gandalf was sort of an angelic creature from. I'm drawing a blank, but from whatever. Anyways, they're angelic creatures. And Gandalf from Radagast and even Saruman there came over, and even Sauron was a bit of an angelic creature. I kind of follow the same sort of idea, but I have more of a direct line to what would be a Judeo-Christian concept of God and heaven and all of that. So some of them come over imbued with power. Some of them are part of the angelic legion. Or legions. It's more biblical in its scope, and power is sort of granted. It isn't something that's inherent, or I should say magical power. It isn't something that's inherent. Now there is a question, or I want to say kind of a hole that I'm actually leaving a hole about. Okay, so where do the bad guys get their magic from? And I'm leaving that because I intend on writing more about that, or kind of hinting at that at later times, at a later time.
Very cool.
So that's the other thing I'm trying to do is with each book, I want to not only kind of like expose a part of the world's history, but also kind of allow the readers to sort of maybe theory craft in between books, or leave spaces open for fans of the books to kind of theory craft and come up with their own ideas, and engage.
I love theory crafting.
So, go ahead.
I was going to say, so as an author, are you going to be the type that whenever you see forum posts and they guess correctly what's going on, are you going to scrap your entire world and go back and rewrite the whole thing?
No.
Okay. You're not going to George R.
I'll just shut up about it.
George,
you know what would be cool is if somebody gets it like 100% dead nuts, like congratulate them after the book comes out and be like, "Hey, dude, I saved your name and I'm going to send you a signed copy."
Yeah.
Like if they and I mean like they get it, like they guess the exact thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you're just like, dude, man, you got it 100% right. I saved your name. I saw the forum post, and I want to send you a book as a thank you and just for being a fan of the book and for guessing it like 100%, or whatever.
Along with the non-disclosure agreement.
Right. No, this would be after the book comes out, right? So the book comes out, everybody sees it, and then you go on and say, hey, guys, but this one guy, he got it totally correct all the way through. You guys all know the story now. He's going to get a signed copy from me, and I want to say thank you to the community for engaging. Like, that's how I think that you do it right. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. As just a thank you for people for theory crafting. And that's one of the things is, man, fan engagement among so many of these authors and these hoity-toity Hollywood types is just garbage lately. And it's really awesome to meet writers and authors and comic book creators and artists that appreciate their fans being there and appreciate people talking with them and giving them feedback like that. I mean, humility, what a concept, right? And it's awesome to see stuff like that.
Are the worst.
I know.
I mean, I could see it as a great way to build on an audience, but at the same time, I could also realistically see it affect your sales. Like, imagine, if you will, a mystery novel that comes out, and then 2 or 3 weeks after launch, the author goes, "Oh yeah, and this guy got it right, so I'm giving him a free book." People just go look at the reveal, and then they don't buy.
No. This would be this. No. I'm sorry, Richard. Go on.
Well, I was going to say, I think he's saying just privately send it to him after the book is already launched.
With the non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, with an NDA, I can see that.
However,
once it's revealed, it's on the freaking forums anyways.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It might pigeonhole your sales.
I mean, but again, he's not writing necessarily mystery novels. He's writing fantasy novels.
No, but
right?
people
and so once the story of the next book in the series is revealed, right? You can go back as the author and say, "Hey guys, but the person who got the story of this book right before it came out was this guy, and I want to say thank you to that guy for being a fan."
That's hard to do, because when you're in a forum situation like that, usually it's people passing these ideas around back and forth and building up on each other. Yeah.
And you're not wrong. And like I guess the overall point is just fan engagement. Like just authors engaging with their fans, talking with people, thanking people. I mean,
you hearing this, Mike?
No, I'm on that Discord every day. You shut your mouth.
Oh God, I feel like Maury Povich right now.
Dude, Potts is like me to you.
I am aware. You know, the difference is though is you are Mike S. Miller, and for anybody for anybody who is just like, no, Mike's a good guy, he would never punch down. You ain't been here on A Drink with Crazy.
I'm not punching down. I'm slapping down.
He's like, you don't punch the bitches.
Further evidence that shit rolls downhill. That's all.
Right. Oh God. Oh,
yeah,
man.
but I have.
Go ahead.
The thing is that the whole wanting to kind of leave holes and allowing the fans to have a space to sort of theory craft, that actually came out of some of the theory crafting YouTube channels that I saw with the George Martin stuff. And I'm like going, this is kind of cool. And it would be nice to have.
Oh yeah, that's where you came from. Greenhand, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Before they got angry at me. Anyways, we'll ignore all of that. Anyways, so it's like they have spaces in there where they can kind of discuss books and kind of think about them and engage with the actual books themselves, as opposed to laying everything out. And it's like I could write a Silmarillion like Tolkien did, but then I give you all the answers. When you not leave enough space in there where they can ask questions and think about it, and actually try to maybe kind of pick my brain through the stuff that I've written.
Well, Silmarillion was never meant to be published, right?
No. Well, I mean, Christopher took it from a bunch of Tolkien's writings and kind of slapped it together.
Right.
Mhm.
So,
Well, it was and that's a long journey to go down with how the Silmarillion came to be, but so you have these two books that you just released. And is the second one released or is it pre-released still?
It's pre-order.
it's in pre-order right now.
It is in pre-order right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have these two ready to go. Are you the type of person you're already going for book number 3? Are you already in the works for it? Yes.
Yes. I'm already about 20 some chapters into the follow-up to The Revenant and the Tomb. Most of those are completed. Some of them need to be fleshed out more. I've actually had to take kind of like a bit of I had to kind of divert where I'm going with the book because it wasn't going where I wanted to, and then I came up with an idea and so blah blah. In that time, I've come up with like 3 other ideas that I'm going to throw in there. One is going to be another kind of a fun book like The Revenant and the Tomb.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to introduce a Hal Cedric-like character, but he's going to be a little bit more grim, Conan-ish.
Right.
Nice.
Then I was listening on audiobook the book The Keep. And I get about 2 chapters in, and I'm coming up with a brand new book, which is, I guess, is a good thing, but it's horribly frustrating when I'm trying to read a book and I have to turn off the damn book so I can go and I can create another book. So I've given up. I've given up trying to read. It's not happening.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah. So I'm never going to get through the book, and I just, whatever.
Yeah.
I saw the movie. That's good enough.
Right.
The only time it works for me is at night before I'm like when I'm settling in bed, especially with audiobooks.
Mhm.
Yeah, because then I refuse to get out of bed and write anything down. I'm just like, screw it. Yes, this is great, but I'll worry about it tomorrow. It's time for sleep.
Yeah.
I wish I had. So I actually want to ask this question. It's something that, back when I was, trying to do the music thing, that I always had, like, I always called it the inspiration. What the, I'm not even going to ask. But I always had, and it was the most oh, you sons of bitches.
There it went.
You want me to start calling it out every time it happens? It's been happening pretty frequently.
Say, like we said last week, sometimes you just have to cover up chat.
I can't though. I have to moderate it to make sure the bots and stuff aren't getting there. Because anyway,
You don't have any moderators?
I do have moderators, but I don't
Then
trust
you
them
don't
because
have-
they're
They're
trolling
the
me
same
as
people
well.
who are trolling him right
Yeah,
now.
they're
Have
too
you met-
busy roasting.
Have you
Roy.
met my mods? Anyway, oh, I hate you all. Anyway, no. So, do you guys have the? Oh God, I hate you. God, it's so distracting. So when this
Dude,
maybe
why do
when
you
I was
think
younger,
I go in there and distract you?
I
You're
know.
so easy to distract.
I am aware.
He really is.
And entertaining. Very entertaining.
Well, at least somebody thinks I'm entertaining. Anyway, what I like to call the magic hour. Mine was always at like 2 a.m. in the morning. I would wake up out of a dead sleep and be like, I have to write this down. I would wake up out of a dead sleep. I'd have to run. I'd have to grab my guitar. I'd have to sit there and just strum a riff and then just write this thing down. Do you guys have that, or are you guys able to just kind of channel it throughout the daytime? Because mine was always an impromptu moment just that came to me.
I don't do that. I sleep.
I sleep.
I go ahead.
It happened a couple of times where I've either not been able to sleep because it won't get out of my head, which is the more likely of the scenarios. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll wake up because of a dream and go, I need to jot this down real fast. But it doesn't happen very often. Most of the time what happens is an idea starts with a bass line and it rolls around in my head for days. just in the background, infecting my imagination. Every time I wander off to daydream, it's there, and it's getting more and more vivid. And once it reaches a certain level of detail is when I start outlining. If it doesn't get there, it goes right in my brain's trash.
Interesting. It's always been fun to ask other people how they come up with their creations, or like when, because the creative process seems to be different for a lot of people, and a lot of people can kind of work on a schedule and things like that. Mine was always a little different. So
speaking of the creative process, I was going to say I had a question for Herman about the his fictional world. So when you created this, is this a case of world building, that you kind of like built the world and then you started putting people in it, or did you have characters in mind, or like where did this kind of initial seed start?
It started with that first series that I wrote. And it was very, I'd have to say, what my wife said, this reads a lot like The Lord of the Rings. And she was right. It was a lot like The Lord of the Rings. So, but what happened is I started to, as I started during that period of time, which is about 20 years, I started thinking about ideas and concepts. And when I started getting into writing again, different elements started to invade the writing. So, and to the point where if you look real close, you can kind of see Tolkien elements, but there are other things in there, especially the biblical stuff, that kind of like just sort of blurs all the lines. So when I originally wrote that first manuscript, I wrestled with the concept of taking religion and inserting it into my writing, because religion is pretty important to me. Most of my morals. What a few I have.
Only most, not all.
My outlook is all based in Christianity, and the comes over a conflict with, okay, if I want to write a book about good and evil, how am I going to do that without those things involved? And the first draft, and I'm kind of glad I never published it. The first go through with this removed all of that, and I'm glad it never got picked up, because it allowed me to think the second time through, do I add those elements? And by that time, I was saying yes, because I had started to kind of understand the craft of writing, and the realization is that when you write something, you kind of put a bit of you in it. Even with Mike's drawings, when Mike draws his stuff, there's a part of him in that drawing, is his style, how he goes about certain things, how he designs things. There's bits of him in there, even though he may not see it. And a lot of writers do it. Stephen King has himself in his books. J.R. Tolkien has his stuff, and he has him in his books. Robert E. Howard had him in his books. Their belief systems, and who they were, and what they wanted out of writing was in there. Their voice, their style.
Yeah,
and so
Tyrion is George R. R. Martin.
What was it? Yeah, I remember that one. That doesn't surprise me. Matter of fact, I think I read that somewhere. But anyways, but the thing is, so it's not a matter of you kind of inserting yourself or self-insert into books. It's just what you write is part of you, and so if I'm going to do that, I have to be honest with the reader. I have to show them some of the things that I believe, as well as entertaining them. And so that's how I kind of like transitioned from going to kind of distancing myself from my beliefs in the fantasy to rolling those in and bringing in a lot of biblical concepts in there. And the whole thing is I don't want to preach to the reader. I just want to make a nice fun story that keeps them entertained. But at the same time, if I can add some philosophical insights, that gives it a little bit more gravitas. It's all the better.
Absolutely.
So that was the struggle initially. I'm kind of glad that I spent 20 years not doing this, and at the same time, I regret it because now I'm pushing frickin' 60, and I have more days behind me than I have ahead, so I got to type fast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not about the time you got ahead of you; it's how you use it, right? I mean, if you use the time you have ahead of
60,
you.
I mean, come on, Royce.
Yeah.
I was going to say
you're not far behind me, Mike.
I was going to say it's just good of.
You've ventured into old fart territory.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just good that you're here because now Mike can finally not be the old guy on the stream.
Yeah,
I was going to say you're giving him a special gift that.
I know.
Yeah, usually I'm
Why
the
do you
old.
think I showed up?
The gift of youth. What do you mean? You're not young anymore. Shh. But I'm not the oldest on the stream.
Usually it's me.
Possibly.
Herman Jeff was watching Andy Griffith when it was airing live.
Oh God, no, I was not.
Wrong, Andy. Anyways,
Projected on the flank of a brontosaurus.
Oh God. I have nothing tonight. I got the beginning of I was like, no, I can, nope. I'm gone. I'm gone at this point.
Cheers, everybody.
But Kikomon has a good point in the chat below. Check out Herman P. Hunter, hphunterwriter.com. Click that link below and make sure to go and support Herman over there. A little bit of a late start in life, but he wants to share it with us. I think that's kind of what he was alluding to there.
And make money. Make money.
Yeah.
Actually,
apparently there's
making money's overrated.
Man, I wish I were a greedy person. I really do. I would love to be a greedy person, but I just want enough to just.
I'm sure you can get there one day, Royce.
I'm sure I could. I just want to have enough to make sure that I can provide a good life for my wife and kids, and a little bit extra would be nice, but it's not necessary, and that's why. I'm terrible.
But it's not about money. It's also you got to love what you do.
Yes.
And,
that's true.
As a matter of fact, in the dedication in the Wizard's Stone, it's dedicated to God. He probably will curse me because of how poorly it's written. But anyways, it's dedicated to God, and it says in there that He's given me a lot of gifts in life, and the one gift that He has given me is the ability to shine brightly twice. And
that's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I really do love writing. I love the writing style. A lot of people seem to be drawn to it. I had people coming out of nowhere saying, "I die." Anyways. No, I know what the hell happened. Anyways,
we all know what happened.
So, the thing is that I really do love writing. I enjoy the writing process, as frustrating as it can be, but it's also an extension of my writing software. I was very good at that. I still am, even though I'm an old fart. And, so it allows me to do these two things a lot. Mm-hmm. And while he's not looking.
Well, I was going to say, while Royce is away and you're in
Avatar mode.
Yeah, Avatar mode. I was trying to think of a good way to put that. I'm going to ask about your programming background.
Is your avatar?
What kind of stuff do you do?
What is that?
What kind of programming?
I write.
And what sort of stuff do you do?
I work in Windows. I write in C#. Right now, I'm translating COBOL to C#. Yeah, It's nasty, but it works, and it's it's very accurate to the way the COBOL works. And don't discount COBOL because
no,
half of your financial systems still work on it. So
how freaking old is that?
It's old, but it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's.
Because I was saying my dad used to program that way back.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I had 3 classes in it when I was in community college. When I only needed actually 2, but for some reason I had to have 3. But so I've actually worked on old Unisys mainframes. In fact, that's where I started my software career. Wrote in C, wrote in C++, wrote in Pascal, COBOL, Fortran. I've also done some embedded work. I worked on vehicle systems. Actually in diagnostics. That was a fun job. I walked in there not knowing the first frickin' thing about vehicles, and 5 years later came out a frickin' expert. And I wouldn't say the field, but a frickin' expert in doing that type of stuff. I've done so much stuff. It's not even funny. I'm not a big name, but I've done. I'm very proud of what I've done, and so like once for Ford, I wrote a diagnostic system that they used at the plant with handhelds. This is before your phones started becoming real popular, and they were able to diagnose the vehicles like they could in a dealership with these frickin' phones and a device, and that was a real crowning achievement. Cool. Worked on dental management systems, medical management systems, you name it, inventory systems. So awesome. Lots of stuff, and it was fun. Yeah. It still is fun.
The monster big data type stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I'm finding out there are a lot of fantasy authors that are software developers. So there's got to be something to it. Maybe it's the autistic end of the spectrum.
It's some kind of repressed desire to write something that people actually understand instead of just computers, right?
Yeah, or to not have to deal with technology at all, ever.
Yeah, there you go.
You come home. I bet you, when you go into interviews, you go, oh, I bet you do a lot of programming at home. No, I go home.
My dad did. He'd get home, he'd go straight on the computer, like his mistress.
I do too, but it has nothing to do with programming. So, but yeah, so so this kind of gives me the opportunity to not Bluetooth. It was actually directly connected.
Okay, so the direct connect ODBs.
Yeah, and it's not, and that actually the systems I was using for the cars, it was a J2534, and then heavy truck had its own system, which I think was RP1210. And it was such a long time ago.
Yeah. Is it a P32 space modulator?
Yes.
We sold
We've got more techno babble questions here.
Say, oh yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I'm an excellent.
With something that isn't toxic.
I'm an excellent driver.
I know. Usually, Toxic Crusader comes in and is toxic.
Yeah, that's definitely a real question.
Yeah, somebody better clip that.
I know. Toxic not being toxic for once. That's strange. That's strange. The Florida people are strange.
Turbo encapsulator by Rockwell Automation in your job in computer engineer. That's a joke, by the way.
I got it. Oh, God. That's the closest thing to an actual question. Toxic. I'm on the big screen. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Hey, you want to hear my dad's
started, and it's...
Yes. Tell us the engineer joke.
Engineer joke. Okay, only the engineers will find this terribly funny. So, an engineer, a priest, and a rabbi went out to go golfing one day. And, they're just going to their holes, and suddenly they're stopped. And they see on the hole ahead of them, these guys just swinging randomly back and forth, not ever hitting their balls. And they're waiting, and they're like, what is the deal? So they go up to the guy that's with them, and they're like, "What's the deal here?" And they're like, "Oh, this is the every once every month the owner of the golf course allows the people from the blind freaking community, whatever, to come out and play, a round of golf for free." And the rabbi says, "Oh, that's a great mitzvah." And the priest says, "Oh, God bless their hearts. That's such a wonderful thing." And the engineer goes, "Can't they play at night?"
Oh man,
Nice.
that sounds similar to the super chats that have come in. There's some good ones. Oh god.
All right.
Oh god.
I was gonna say I don't think I have. I'm looking forward to reading the Wizard Stone, but I don't have anything else at this time. Daniel,
I got so off track.
or are we gonna go to the chat? I'm afraid a little bit, but
I'm that informative.
I was gonna say I've seen, unrest in the peasants.
There's unrest in the peasants. You came in and you're just like, I'm gonna derail this as fast as I can, and I just my brain was not. I was like, okay, Royce, don't get derailed. Nope.
How could you not expect that, though?
I did expect it. I was hoping I would be better.
You bought your ticket. Now go for the ride.
God. Okay, so we can go
this
to the
is
chat.
fun. This is fun. I have to be respectful to Mike. I don't have to do that to you.
I know. What the hell? Why do you have to be respectful? Never mind. You know what? It's fine.
It's the first time for everything.
It's fine. It's it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
God.
I watched a great movie last night. Since you don't have anything to talk about, it's called Vengeance. It's on.
I saw you tweet about it.
Mike, you're on Twitter way too much.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about it.
I just finished watching it, and I'm like, wow, this is such a smart, freaking well-written movie. And remember, you guys watched The Office. Remember the little skinny Jewish kid that was the boyfriend of? Oh, really? You didn't watch The Office?
It's not my type of show. It looked retarded.
You watched Korra 4 times and you didn't watch The Office?
I have standards.
I was going to bring out. My son had the whole box set of Korra. I should have brought that out.
Yeah.
Don't get him started.
Set that behind it.
Let's just cut that one off.
Okay.
But I highly everybody just go watch that. It's really, really well written. I don't think I've watched a movie that's that smartly written in a long time. And it's the one of that young Jewish kid from The Office. He's the star, and he wrote it too. So he pulled a Rocky. Here's this great script, but I have to be in it.
You know what though? But and if you can pull that off now, that is something to behold in the Hollywood system, because they don't go for that anymore, right? Like when Sylvester Stallone did that, and there were a few of the others back in the day that did that too. Sylvester Stallone wasn't the only one. He gets a lot of the credit. And funny enough, I actually forget the names of some other people that did that. But
yeah, I'm thinking of somebody in particular who ended up being a really popular gangster, typecast as a gangster. But he wrote Carlito's. I think it was Carlito's Way, and he's like, "Yeah, but I got to be in it."
So for somebody to be able to write a script and get through just the Hollywood machine like that, and then have it come out and it be good, there's a lot of hurdles here that you have to get through. And if you can do it, more power to you. That's absolutely fantastic. So,
it's a great movie.
What?
Carlito's Way is a great movie.
There's so many movies that I've missed.
Yeah, what is that guy's name? I'm gonna look it up.
And while you look it up, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short stroll over here. I'm going to share my screen because I can do that.
Oh no, it wasn't Carlito's Way then.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, what was it?
What?
It's a great movie.
Movie back
over
then.
There we go.
It wasn't Edward Torres. It was
Now that background was drawn by Zach Bradley. I commissioned Zach Bradley. That's actually from that's a scene from the first book that I wrote and tried to get published, and it still exists in the revised story. That's awesome. That's Frankie looking out from called Alphen Mirrenholm, looking out at the city where the tower exists.
That's awesome. No, and you've put a lot of thought into the artwork, and I know you actually were saying something. I actually wanted to ask you about this.
I say lots of things, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know you do. I know you're in my gilded. I'm aware. But one of the things that you did say is that you were getting a little bit of backlash on the Wizard's Stone artwork that you chose, or if not backlash, but some criticism on it. And I kind of wanted to ask you about that, because you responded and you were like, I had a very specific idea of what you wanted. You didn't want something that was so, gaudy or over the top, and also cost just crap tons of money, because I mean, commissioning artwork is just expensive as hell, and not all of us can be Kikomon. And so
I don't think it was necessarily criticism. It was the one thing I never want to do is to have a book cover that looks like every other book cover out there. And this was one of the problems I had when I published my first book, the one on software, is they gave me this cover, and I looked at it and I was like, this is garbage. And they said, well, what ideas do you have? And I said, well, let's do this, and this. And they're like, yeah, but we hired an artist to do this, and this is what we're using, and you signed a contract for it. So it's like, whoa. Okay, basically that's what they did. So I got a garbage cover.
Yeah, you have no control.
Yeah, and when you sign a publishing agreement, they're very specific that you're there for the ride, write the book, we do the rest. That may vary depending upon publisher, but with the books that I put out, I don't want what everybody does, and that is this glorious artwork with this character on there or a scene from the book. I want something that's a little bit more abstract, something that kind of lets you wonder what the book is about. And so I take elements that are in the book, and I find an artist that will produce it. Now, the first one was done through a service, and that was, I think it's called eBook Launch. And they gave me two of them, and one of them was a photorealistic one, and the other one was the one that I eventually chose, which is kind of graphic artsy. And I'll tell you something, I have received compliment after compliment after compliment on that cover. And the cover doesn't have a scene from the book. It has elements from the book, and it leaves you to wonder what that book is about.
Yeah, it's a sharp cover.
Yeah, and it's the same here.
No, and I agree. And actually, when I ended up doing the Wednesday shout out for the Wizard Stone a few weeks back for you, it's because when I was scrolling through, and it's different every week, just why I pick what I pick, and that's what I tell people. It's just like, hey, post your stuff down below, and whatever just kind of catches me, whether it's somebody's short blurb in a tweet, or but could be the artwork, or I don't know, they're just like, hey dude, it's my first thing on Amazon, go check it out. It just really depends. And when I was scrolling down, I saw the cover, and it was simple, but one of the things that drew me in is specifically the color palette with the orange and the purple and those light greens in the background. I don't know like what color palette to call that, but that just drew me in. And I was like, man, it's simple, but there's a lot going on there, right? Yeah. You've got this, what I would say is almost a Wendigo type character here. You have the sorcerer character here, obviously in the body of an overall like wizard, and it just and then obviously the thematic elements being the woods, the trees.
Yep.
So you definitely went with simple, but there's a lot there, and that just drew me in, especially because purple, especially in that color palette, not something that a lot of people are doing.
Yep.
And it stands out because nobody else is doing the purple.
Exactly. So, I mean, it is kind of risky because it does feel a little bit, in my opinion, it feels a little bit muddy. But at the same time, the book starts in autumn, and it goes through to kind of like early winter. They go through a moor and they go through a forest, and the things that come at them during the night. And there's other elements in there that you saw, especially the stone around the neck. That's one element as well. So we found all those elements, and the artist kind of put them together in sort of a way that I thought would be kind of tell you about what's in the book, but
yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, not show you a scene.
Yep.
And so that's
visually it tells the story, but it entices you to look inside.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's all there. It's how do you get all these things to work together in the story? What story is he telling? And I like that approach. And I again, like I said, different every week. What am I going to pick? Maybe it's somebody who's commented a few weeks in a row, and you had at that point, you had commented a few weeks in a row, and there were just other things that grabbed my eye or whatever at that point, but. Just scrolling through that week, I was just like, man, and I just kind of stopped and I was like, well, wait a minute here. And I looked at the picture, I'm like, there's just a lot going on there. And
wait a second, this guy's in my Gilded. I better get him off my back.
No, I don't. I definitely don't do that. Trust me. No, you Gilded people, you're in my Gilded. Eventually, I'm going to lock you people in. I'm going to lock you people in there and not let you out anymore because, well, this happens. This stream happens. Although I don't think this will go down as the most infamous stream on my channel.
Nobody puts chat in the corner.
Nobody puts it. Nobody puts chat in the corner. But no, man, I really, really do. I like what you're going for in the fact that, one, you're not afraid to put the stories out there and have and have your roots with God on display in your storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
and go for that. I highly respect that. I also, having known the way that you absolutely roast the ever-loving crap out of me, and how kind of quick-witted you can be at sometimes, knowing you personally, I go, okay, so there's definitely things there that Herman's going to pull from, and I think that quick-wittedness is going to come out in the books. Is that something that you pull from with dialogue, with characters, or
no?
Where are you pulling from with?
You read that book, you'll find a very hard time correlating that book to the way I am here.
Really?
Yeah. When I write, I like to write serious stuff, and it's because if you're going to be comedic, it gets lost in the thuses, thines, and forsooths. You know? So, and I really like taking language and sort of expanding it out and using flourish and all that purple prose stuff that they say you're not supposed to use. And from the
I love it too.
And from the reaction that I'm getting, people are kind of wanting that. They're getting a little sick and tired of the sterile, some of the sterile prose. Which, if you want to write something that's quick and fun and, or it deals with modern times, you can't really do it. You can't really use the type of writing that I have. I feel the writing sort of goes along with the genre. But, if you want to get people interested in like the old timey Conan type stuff, go for the language and let your literary freak flag fly.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's my opinion. But me and the books are completely different. Every now and again, I'll throw in something that can be kind of comical. There are some elements in there that are a little bit comical, although they're thrown in with very tense situations. So I don't know if people find them funny. Mm-hmm. But I mean, by and large, I kind of avoid that. I'm not a comedic guy. When I'm roasting you, I can be hysterical.
Yeah, apparently you and about 100 other people.
I agree.
You're such a great target, Royce. I don't know what it is.
I'm aware. It's called being a nice fucking guy, you sons of bitches. Anyway.
Language.
I know. I've been trying. My mom watches the streams and she goes, I really like the streams. Those other guys don't cuss as much as you do. I'm like,
Sorry,
Mom. I know, and that's
like,
one
Mom,
thing.
have you come to my Guilted?
my mom is in the Gilded. My mom is over in the Gilded, and she.
You didn't hear it right. Everybody else heard it.
I heard what you said. I chose to change it. Okay?
I heard it. I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah, no, I have to ignore Mike. I have to. If I don't ignore Mike, it's I don't know. It's bad for my mental health or some. I don't know. Whatever somebody whines on Twitter about with Mike saying naughty thing. That's what. Yeah, I'll use that excuse tonight. Oh. God.
Another thing, getting into the art, is I find that at least from my experience, fantasy and art are kind of go hand in hand, and so I try to, whenever I can, involve artistic elements in whatever I do. Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with my books, whether I want to highlight an artist on a book, on a book cover, or maybe at one point or another start doing illustrated editions with different artists. I don't know. But the one thing I am doing, let me pull it out here, is I'm doing promotional bookmarks. This is one of them.
Fantastic.
Yeah. This is Hal Cedric's sword.
Yeah, I like that.
Right? That was done by Gary Shipman. And on the back, what I'm doing is, this one doesn't have it, but I'm eventually going to do it, is it has not only, if you'll notice, the Revenant and the Tomb right there, and let's see if I can get that to focus or not. Well, it has the Revenant and the Tomb, and it has who it's by and the link. And I will also be putting down a QR code, a link to the actual book on Amazon. And then, I'll have the artist information here and another QR code that links to like an artist's Patreon or an artist's
that is
Amazon book, whatever. So,
great idea.
So not only am I giving away promotional stuff for me, I'm also giving it away, or I'm also giving promotional stuff for artists.
Yes.
And so the Revenant and the Tomb, Gary Shipman did this.
That's awesome.
And I don't have it yet because I've been waiting. This is the other thing with the Amazon. I've been waiting for the link to come through for the ebook so I could do my next bookmark, which is drawn by Eric Hawkins. And Eric Hawkins, he's on the Drawn and Quartered fan edition, which is the companion live stream drawing show with Mike's Drawn and Quartered. Mm-hmm. And so he's drawn an element from that, from the book, and he will be featured on the back as well. So, but very cool. Needed a link. Needed a link that wasn't going anywhere, so I could do that.
That's phenomenal.
So you mentioned the bookmarks. So, I start getting into this, and I'm like, oh crap, I have to read. I'm like, I need bookmarks, and my wife is going out, and she's like, hey babe, what do you need? And I'm like, I need bookmarks. And she went to 2 or 3 different stores. We live in a small town, obviously, and they didn't have bookmarks. And I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. And so she goes to Walmart and can't find bookmarks. Mm-hmm. And what she was able to find are these little magnetic thingies here. I'll show you can see. And although I like them, right, they're really nice to actually just mark where you are in the story. I do like them. But I miss a good bookmark. I don't know. I grew up with them. It's just, the world was different. My last generation that grew up without, a cell phone in their hand and the internet around them 24/7. And there are still some things that I want to be able to give to my kids. If you have those bookmarks and you're putting those out there, I would love to shill the hell out of them for you.
Okay.
Because there are simple things, especially if you're putting things out there for artists to help shine some light on other people, and just a bookmark to say, hey guys, whatever you're reading, make sure that you have a Herman P. Hunter, the Lore Forge bookmark in your book to tell you where to continue your story. I would love to do that because simple things like that are things that I just think are important. I don't know why. It's a fucking bookmark. It's a piece of cardboard, but there's a lot of thought into it.
It's a free piece of cardboard that's actually useful. And the other thing too is it allows us to kind of all work together. The independent artists wanting to promote their stuff and get somewhere.
We're not scrubs, Jonathan. We're not scrubs.
Why?
No.
Yeah, you don't dog-ear the pages. That's
I have
terrible.
dogs that eat books, but I don't dog-ear page. Guys, I have enough destruction in my house already. Like, I mean, do I really need to destroy the books any more than my house already does?
True. Mike, I think you're muted, man.
I was just gonna say you can take like a piece of paper and.
I mean, that's what I do. I usually just take the nearest envelope and rip the.
So not to dissuade anyone from the Herman P. Hunter Lore Forge bookmark, but
ladies and gentlemen, get your free Herman P. Hunter the Lore Forge bookmark at hphunterwriter.com.
Post-it
note. You can use post-it notes.
I
go the semi-old school route. I'll go to the dollar store, get a roll of ribbon. I just cut a piece of ribbon out for whatever.
There you go.
And lay it.
Whoa! Samwise
way
down
too many
here.
ideas at Royce at the same time. Dude.
Yeah.
No, this one here. That would almost be cool.
The problem is that those are expensive and you can't just give them away for free.
No. I'm not saying do it. I like the idea. I just think it's really awesome. And then, I mean, it's a metal bookmark.
A bunch of like Lone Star. This isn't it, but like these metal prints. I made bookmark size ones for Lone Star back in the day. I probably still have a bunch of them somewhere.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's killer. I don't know. I don't know why something as simple as a bookmark, but like I don't know why. I just miss the look of it. I just, and every time I take these little magnetic thingies.
Dude,
what are you guys? Oh. Yeah, that video is doing really well on the channel right now. I can't believe that video is doing as well as it is.
Kiss my ass, Trippy.
Kiss my ass, Trippy. Trippy. This is my monthly subscription bookmarks. Oh, hello.
You mean your video that would be doing better if you had put my thumbnail on it?
I highly doubt it would.
Yes.
Are you kidding? Did you see the reaction? Everybody loved that thumbnail. People would have clicked that thumbnail just to see what it was about.
I have to agree with Mike.
I don't.
First of all,
he sends it to me after it goes live, and
doesn't matter. You can change the thumbnail. I just changed the thumbnail on a 7-year-old video.
I don't like changing thumbnails.
He doesn't know.
There's reasons behind it.
King Richard with the slap.
I mean,
upload.
Why do I do this to myself? Why? It's like, hey, God, please give me a direction in life. And God's like, you're going to get made fun of for the rest of your life, Royce. I'm like, thank you, God. I appreciate it. It's just getting made fun of. It's so wonderful and joyous.
I'm sorry, man. After seeing the thumbnail, you put it up.
Royce, that's 15 minutes. Mike will never get back. That thumbnail.
Seriously. I have other things to do.
15
like
my ass. Twitter. He threw that together in 4 seconds. Don't gaslight me.
Click around Carl Schwab's head.
Well, he had to start up, warm up the computer.
Photoshop is already open, actually.
Use Photoshop? I use an app on my phone.
Oh. That's why your thumbnails suck.
I am aware. No, my thumbnails suck because I am me, not because I'm an app on my phone. Get it right, COD. Your
I mean,
thumbnails suck because of an app. Wow, you're giving me way too much credit, dumbass.
Thumbnails
Anyway.
are important, bro. That's
I
your
know. I
advertising.
try. Okay, I try.
You didn't even have to try. I sent it to you for free.
Yeah, he totally handed
Ram.
it.
I made it for you. No
Ram,
effort.
thank you so much for the $1, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ram. I know. I know.
Do it, Convoy. Do it.
No, what the fuck? No, don't tell Convoy. No.
Change it, Convoy.
Get him.
No.
Get him.
I'll post
I
it in the-
don't.
I'll post it to the,
he
to
might
the-
be allowed to change. I don't.
Here, I'm gonna copy this and post it to the.
Oh yeah, so now he
Guilt-
goes into
the
the gilded.
gilded.
Now he goes into the gilded. What the hell happened to the stream?
First, you invited me on. That was your first mistake.
I didn't.
True.
The guy. Actually, blame Richard and Daniel for this. They were.
Then you-
we were
then
having
you-
a.
then- Then you had me convince you. Then you had me convince you to bring Mike on. That was your second mistake.
No, I had thought about it throughout the week, and then I was just like, "Oh no, I shouldn't." And then Mike showed up, and I was just like, "Damn it, I forgot
We
again."
we
seriously,
over
look at
here
this.
appreciate you,
Thumbnail,
Herman.
The third mistake is being sober.
It makes me laugh, and I made the damn thing.
It's
I know.
beautiful.
I know. Honestly, that's one thing. If I could afford a thumbnail editor who could throw together thumbnails and like, hey, this is what I'm doing tonight, make a thumbnail for it, and they could put it together in like 15, 20 minutes, I would totally pay somebody to do that, but I'm also poor, so
if Royce could not be a boomer,
if I could...
If there's someone in Royce's community who can spend the time making better thumbnails,
because I don't want people... The people
Yes, you
already
do.
show up to the chats
You're
every
building
Friday.
a community.
Yeah, man.
I don't want slave labor from them. They're already here. They're already commenting. They're buying. I would rather them spend their time reading the books for the people that I'm shouting out and for the people who are putting in much harder work than I am.
Yeah.
You're looking at this all wrong.
Oh,
Royce.
God.
So you don't want people donating to you.
They
Almost
Chico
would
Man,
rather them
I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
Guys,
money.
Royce
Like, it's
doesn't want you
helpful. I'm
donating
not
to
gonna
him.
lie. It's hugely helpful, but I would rather people put that money. Like, you want to
I
help
have
me
an
out,
answer.
grow the numbers of the channel. Like, let's just grow the numbers of the channel to where YouTube ads just pay for everything. It's like, I appreciate all the
you want a
support that I
different
get.
kind
I see the next thumbnail being Royce's body with it impaled by a spit on top of a rope fire. Somebody,
No.
cranking it and over and over and over again.
There's a very simple solution to this. Chat, if you want to help Royce out, make some thumbnails for him. That's simple. Their choice, not yours.
Boy, he says it. You don't say anything. I say it, and you jump up my craw.
It's the beer. The beer's talking.
He likes to give me shit in private. He doesn't like to attack me on stream.
Yeah, that's weird. Usually I'm like the opposite. Like I respect people.
He goes
in
after
private.
everybody else, but then he'll go after me in private.
It's true. It's true. I do. It's true. It's true.
You're being
I don't know
shamed
why. It's a weird,
in the
it's a weird
chat
thing.
by
It's a weird-
Toxic Crusader.
Give me money. I make almost good thumbnails. I'm not. I don't.
What a pitch! What a pitch!
I love the way you said that too. That was fantastic.
It's fucking. It's right here. I didn't.
No, but the way you read it was perfect. Spot on.
Looks like good buddy.
God. Oh man. What? Jeez. This. Usually we make it to 9:30. What did we make it to? About 8:15 tonight. Ooh. Is
Hour
this?
and
Is this a name in contention? Oh.
I'd like to know the reason behind that one.
I don't know. Well, we don't have a nickname for Daniel. We do have
It's very
King Richard
cool,
over
but
here,
he
and my
rapidly
TJ's.
discontinued.
I like TJ's pen sword. That was my favorite. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
of
not.
course
real
you would
fond of
like that one.
I'm not real fond of Big P. Thanks, Jamie. But,
Mr.
pen sword,
Daniel Big P. Riley. Oh God.
For
Convoy,
some
I'm
reason,
tagging
I
you
get
in the
to-
gilded so you can grab that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Do the right thing.
You guys are just do the right thing.
Just do it.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Children of all
Ladies and
ages.
gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's
Herren und
time
Fraulein.
to read the super chats.
Herr und Frau.
God, does that sound as retarded to you guys as it does to me? I hate the sound of my own voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. So,
No.
I like it. Good
Sound
announcement.
great, Royce. Sound perfect.
You're doing good.
yeah.
Doing God's work.
What the hell was that, Richard?
Good job. Richard over here. Like,
Get this
good
slow
boy. Now go
clap.
dance.
You let it sit for too long, Royce. You set it and you let it sit there and you let it sit, and I was like, well, I guess somebody's got to do it. So
I just
Yeah, the low hanging fruit was just beckoning to him.
Richard,
Well, you guys are old, so you do know all about the low hanging.
Even the serpent was saying, "Dude, don't touch that apple."
Don't touch that.
Richard's gonna get one of those body strap organs and crank for you to dance.
Oh, good lord!
No, that's what I'm gonna
Oh.
have you do. I don't think you understand the power dynamic here.
Delegate.
I do my only dancing during the opening of the live stream.
Oh, you don't have to dance. You just have to turn the
Crank.
the crank on the organ grinder.
I was leaving that up to you.
Oh,
King,
We'll figure
hey
this
man,
out
the
after.
king don't do
Take this
manual
offline.
labor, man.
The king don't do manual labor.
Fair point.
Oh god!
I
Did you
guess I
guys
will
see that?
assume
Did you
the
guys
whole
see that
fun.
comment from last week's show? They were like, "Royce, that was a slick name change." And Daniel, thank you for backing me up on that one.
Totally
it was
worth
still there whenever I went to log in. I was like deleting.
I know, dude. John Delarose does it to me every time I go on his stream. Every time, within seconds, it goes from a drink with crazy to #1 Iron Age guy. Like, oh god. All right.
Not number one
So
Iron
it will
Age movie
indeed
matter.
let me change it. You son of a bitch. Will it really let you change the thumbnail?
Yes.
Damn it.
Did you do it?
He probably
page.
did. I'm
Your
checking
page.
now. I do
Attaboy,
not
copy
see
boy.
the thumbnail changed.
Well, give it a second.
Yeah, probably.
Iron Booty.
What?
All right, super chats. Kikomon for $2 says, "Hey,
Hurry up.
King Richard." Don't encourage him, Mike.
I'm
Kikomon for $2 says, "Hail, King Richard." And I will get over to the locals chats here in just a second, guys. And never forget, if you guys want to circumvent Mama Susan, you are more than welcome to go over to adrinkwithcrazy.locals.com, because a lot of people asked me for a place. They do like to support the channel, and which I am increasingly more humbled about every week. And the people love to support the channel and then promptly trash me. So if you guys would like to do that, but not give your money to Mama Susan, you can go over to adrinkwithcrazy.locals.com. And also never miss a notification from my YouTube channel, because that's where I make sure to update all of you guys with all that stuff. So that is why the locals is there.
Wild West.
It was asked of me by several people, and okay, well, if the chat asks, you got to try, right? So, all right, Toxic Crusader for $5.
Here we go.
My liege, King Richard, may I ask how much inbreeding will you plan to indulge to keep the line pure?
You said that was Toxic Crusader?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm also a mod, so
I know. I'm also a mod. It's a toxic run.
How'd you leave, Toxic? Act like
Oh
you're
shit!
coming.
I don't time him out.
and I don't even know how to undo that. So
Oh shit!
Now,
sorry, Toxic.
King Richard is happily married, so I doubt he will engage in too much prima nocta.
Oh no! Oh no! You timed him out for 300 seconds.
I just
That's a
did
little harsh, dude.
I just did
That's
Oh
10
my
years.
God.
button.
That's 10
Oh
years
my
to a housefly.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly
Dogs.
death.
Dude, you don't fucking do that to somebody's super chat. What the fuck?
5 minutes.
That's 5 minutes.
I'd like to apologize to Mama Royce for his vulgarity.
Oh.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's right.
Stop it, Royce.
Literally, he says, "Oh shit." That's right.
I know. No, you guys are right. Yeah.
You
That's one
kiss
thing.
your kids with that mouth.
You can get your mouth washed.
We're not
out.
right,
Nope, other-
Royce. Jesus is right.
Kikomon for $2. Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it.
That's true.
Can't believe you timed out Toxic.
We're toxic.
Oh, I am afraid.
I'm officially starting the next 30-second movement of Free Toxic Crusader.
Oh no. Toxic. Oh god. I
was
forgot.
gonna say there's no coming back. There's no undoing it at this point in time.
No, I tried to undo it. I actually tried to override it and I couldn't.
We can still.
I can't do it from the chat window. I think if I had to do it, I'd have to do it from the back end. Message
Hey,
deleted.
while you're back there, you can change the thumbnail.
Wait, view deleted message deleted. It's a divine sign from the Lord. You deleted his message?
Oh no!
No, I think
It said it was deleted by you. You deleted his message.
No.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's
good
away 'cause he's
lord!
timed out.
I'm gonna take your mod privileges away.
Yeah, you probably
Toxic
should.
Crusader has given his life for us. Chat, take revenge on
The power man.
bad King Richard.
Vengeance.
Nikolai Powell, Toxic and the Last Crusade, gone but not forgotten. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, his King
It's
Richard
okay.
though.
He can go watch some.
Down with the bloody bad beard.
Trauma
I
film
love how you fuck over my. Sorry, Mom. Overthrow the king.
Yes. Viva la revolution.
Viva la revolution. Oh, all right. Kikomon for $5. Oh God, I hate you, Kikomon. I started crying when Daddy Royce was cutting onions. Onions was such a good dog.
That poor dog. A moment of silence.
Not a big pet owner, are you?
What the hell happened to this? I'm trying to be like, it's fine. Toxic Crusader. This is from before he got banned.
Oh no!
Yay.
Oh God. Sounds like Herman has been Miles Morales. Identity theft is no joke. Hashtag Miles Morales is Miles Morales. That's from when you were
Nice.
talking about the Amazon stuff. Yeah. Not wrong. Yeah, he was Diane for a while.
Yeah.
Hashtag Diane is Diane. Only Herman P. Hunter is the Lore Forge.
Although Diane sells more books.
Well, you know.
Being
You can't win them
Diane
all.
really wouldn't have been that
But
bad.
you
Technically,
will
that
always
means
be the
you
Lore
sell more
Forge.
books.
Huh?
Technically, that means you sell more books.
If I were
See.
Diane. But I'm
Well,
not
you
Diane.
are.
Yeah.
As far as Amazon's concerned, you are.
That's
You know, I
true.
think there was a song about you, wasn't it? Like, you know, a little ditty about Jack and Diane. Anyway,
I'm not sure that counts.
probably not. That was terrible. God, I'm an idiot. Anyway, Kikomon for $2. He said he ordered a copy of The Revenant in the Tomb. So fantastic. Kikomon for $2 again says, hit the damn like button. Kikomon, you made me cuss. And my mom is in the chat. I saw it.
34 likes, 25 watches.
Yes.
I
Like.
know.
Subscribe.
Yes, I'm supposed to say this thing.
I did it for you.
Kikomon for $10. So Iron Age Booty Daddy changed Herman's name to Herman Iron Booty Hunter. Herman, I feel like he is sending you signals. He likes your detransition. I did not change his name to that.
But we're going to go with that lore. Keep
No,
it
the hell
canon
we're
now.
going with that. No.
It's canon now.
No, prerequisite, Mom, I'm sorry. Fuck you guys. No, we're not going with that. That is not the story. You
It
guys
is
are
now.
terrible.
This show is like 30 minutes of interviewing me, and the rest of the time dumping on Royce.
Welcome to Iron Age Nights.
I was hoping it wasn't gonna be like that.
This is one of the best interviews I've been on in a long time.
You brought Herman on and hoped it wasn't going to be. You could have hoped it wasn't going to be that with any other guest that we've had so far. But the one time you bring Herman on the show, you're like, it's going to be very easy.
You took a look at that wasp nest and said, I want that wasp.
You know what the sad part is, too, is I was that a-hole as a kid when all my friends would be like, oh, there's a wasp nest over there. Don't know. I'd go over and I'd hit that thing with a stick. All my friends would scatter, and I'd just sit there and wave the stick at the wasp. Turns out wasps don't want to get hit by sticks, so as long as you wave a stick at them, they don't sting you. My buddies didn't like that. Never got stung. Not once have I ever been stung from doing it.
So much.
Royce's semi-charmed life right there.
Dude, you just wave a stick at him, man. They won't fight you, man. Just wave a stick, man. It's cool. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the best advice to give to anyone.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really not.
The funniest one was when my buddy Matt and my wife dove into the house and slammed the sliding glass door on me because I went up and I slapped a wasp nest off of our rafters out on our covered porch.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Didn't get stung. And then when the wasps fly at you, you just flick them and they go down. It's really not that hard. They're not terrifying beasts like everybody says. Convoy Bebop for $2. Royce likes getting his iron booty eviscerated.
Oh dear.
Well, he is your best friend.
That thing?
Yes. Once again, attaboy Convoy.
Is Convoy the one eviscerating?
He's just...
Oh my God.
Bad man. Yeah, sorry, baby Jesus. Mike, what is wrong with you?
I have no idea.
It's beautiful.
Sometimes you see the opportunity, you just have to take the shot.
No, I just saw your freaking screen name.
Yep.
Oh, that was for you.
Yes, that was for you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Toxic Crusader for $5. So Herman can't talk, Daniel can't shill, and Royce can't host. The Iron Age reluctantly presents 3 boomer tears.
Crowd.
Oh, no.
I'm good with that.
Oh, God. Is Toxic back yet? Did Toxic ever revive?
He should be. It should be done.
It's 5 minutes. Has it been 5 minutes?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it has. Let's see.
Super chat something awful, Toxic. Let us know you're alive.
Well, he's not going to send a super chat now. You freaking banned him.
I didn't
ban him. I timed him out.
Blink twice if you can hear us.
No, come on. He has to say something truly offensive that Royce has to read.
Oh, God. Kikomon for $2.
There we go. He's
I'm alive. Am I alive? Am I alive? Plot twist. It was 300 minutes.
It was just 5 minutes in the stockades, guys. You guys can just chill out. It's fine.
Oh, no.
Tyrant.
And on the 3rd day, he appeared. So we're all going to hell. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
At least we'll be in good
I'm not
company.
going Just FYI.
Just FYI. Oh, Kikomon. For $2. Mark S. Millerstein. He keeps trying to do the Mark S. Millerstein thing. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's about.
I don't know where the Mark S. Millerstein...
I think it's just for fun.
I also think it's for fun. On the third 100 seconds, he rose again.
I just can't get over that one time when he comes on. You kept calling him Mark.
I called him Mike the entire night. It was the
Royce.
It was the very last. Dude, I had been up for 20 hours, and I was like, yeah, and Mark. I was like, oh no. I cannot believe I did that the night he brings Shad on the show. Yeah, it was Iron Age Nights #1, actually. It was Iron Age Nights #1.
I totally didn't let him off the hook either.
No. And now it just
Yeah,
became a thing. It just became a thing. And I was like,
it held gilded and it just like, spread like a zombie virus.
It did. I feel like I was more pure and untainted by the internet before I went on JDA's stream, and then once you go on JDA's stream, something happens to you.
You get that JDA stank on you. It's hard to.
It doesn't quite scrub out. No, and shout out to John De La Rose. He actually just released, I believe, the final copy to his long running series that he's been working on. So.
Sparks, right?
I know. I was working on it. Like, you gotta let me get there, okay?
No, we don't.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not gonna make that joke. Anyway, Toxic Crusader. Is your name too common? Just be Latino. For example, there aren't too many people named Miguel de Jesus, hijo de Felipe Matos Martinez Maldonado.
Muy macho.
Get Toxic. That wasn't even a super chat. I just had to read that one.
I'm actually kind of impressed with that one because I believe that was son of in the middle there.
Right. Yeah, dude, no, he's pretty good. Yeah, Toxic is insane. Can't come on $5. Sheesh, Herman. Those were quick transitions for that age.
Asher Burnett pointing out that the thumbnail still has not changed, Royce.
Boo.
It won't let him. Okay, it won't let him. That's fine. That's fine.
Fix it.
I'm not going to change the thumbnail.
What?
Fail.
Just bad business on your part, Royce.
Potentially, yes. My entire channel's bad business. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm not going to offer you suggestions anymore.
Probably.
Oh.
No, you like it. Whatever. You will, and then you'll shame me publicly for not accepting them.
Okay. Yeah.
That might be
and
true.
Also true.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Good for you guys, bad for me. I don't know.
Yes.
Remember,
you initiated all of this.
How? I was trying to shout out people, and then people are like, "Thanks for the shout out. Let me kick in the balls for fun, please." What?
Yes.
Okay.
I spent so much time on that.
Sure. It's fine.
Hundreds of seconds, Royce. Hundreds of seconds.
It was like being timed out of my life.
That wasn't my fault. That was King Richard. Blame him.
Mike Miller original.
Right.
You just
all right.
Let it
just
rot.
throw it back in my face, Royce. Fine. I don't care.
No, now you hurt his feelings.
No bueno.
You made Mike S. Miller cry.
Somebody clip that.
But whatever.
Shame on you.
Shame.
I still need a shame bell.
Kikomon for $5. Today was the worst day of my life. My ex got hit by a school bus and I lost my job as a bus driver.
Nice.
Way to go, Kikomon. Oh, this one goes out to Sorry Baby Jesus here on the stream. Also known as Mark, also known as Micus Miller. Mark, show your Kikomon drawing. Woo! For $2.
Royce has it.
Where do I have that one? Oh, I don't have it downloaded though. I don't have that one on. I don't have it downloaded. I did not download that one. I saw it. It looked really cool.
So what?
Saying? It's in your Twitter.
Yeah, it's in private chat. And I don't like sharing. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can share that. I don't like sharing DMs. Like I'm attempting to, have proper internet etiquette and.
This show.
Privacy policy.
Hey, he changed it.
The hell are you talking about?
The thumbnail.
Oh, he did. I thought he couldn't change it. Mike did.
No.
Chico power.
Oh, snap. Convoy can, in fact, change thumbnails.
Siege was freaking hysterical during that competition. I don't get this, Mike. What?
Don't get what? Wow, it looks so much better. It's like the best looking thumbnail on your whole page. Sorry, Herman, what's your problem?
Siege.
Moving right along.
I don't understand what happened to my stream.
Look at that. It's so small, right? But it's like the thing you can read the clearest. Boom.
That's true.
Big right there.
It does,
for you.
It does stand out.
It does.
Yeah.
I have to give him that one.
Fantastic color palette.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say this, one of the things that I've noticed, and I've actually been telling people about this, is when you're making thumbnails, here's one of the things that I have noticed that many of the larger streamers in our space use the color palette specifically for text. Red, yellow, or white seems to be what. So if you're doing a thumbnail and you put words in there, text, anything like that, red, yellow, or white seems to be the one that people click on the most. So
yeah, but you have to use bolder font because when it gets, especially when like looking at a smaller screen, they start blurring together. The letters.
I can see that in like the
well, and you're looking at it on through the desktop. I look at all these and test them out on my phone and see how they look through like the phone, because a lot of people watch YouTube and listen to YouTube through their phones and things like that and discover videos through the phone. Hence why the thumbnail kind of became a thing. Because once phones became popular, it was a way for it. It was a format that worked on the phone to be eye-catching on that. So that's kind of what I've been trying to go for. And I've also been trying to mimic somewhat what other people do in their thumbnails. So you have you can do one or two images, generally not more than that, unless you have somebody that can just really good at thumbnail editing. They can do like a collage and do a whole bunch of stuff together.
Asher Burnett says the thumbnail makes me want to watch the video again, so it's working.
Asher.
My wife's middle name, by the way, Asher.
It is very clear and legible.
Go on.
It stands out.
Okay, come on, for $5. What's the difference between a Lamborghini and a dead body? I don't have a Lamborghini in my garage. Oh, God.
I wouldn't bury a Lamborghini either.
Oh, God. Kikomon for $2. Kikomon, dude, you sending in a lot of super chats, good sir. Jeez. New title for Herman. ETH, X-Trans Herman. Herman, oh, God. Oh, yeah, you want to get some attention on Twitter. There you go. Oh, yeah.
I want to talk to you about the dangers of transitioning.
Oh, man.
Your next non-fiction book.
Yeah.
All right. Kikomon for $2. Again, we still need to find a name that stick to Daniel. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The eyebrow, it don't seem right.
Nothing sticks to me.
Yeah, we'll find some.
Well, there you go. Slick Danny.
Slick Danny.
I mean, it could be.
No, dude, Slick Danny Riley. Are you? Yes.
I mean, it could be Slick P, but you know.
Right. Slick Danny P.
Well, something of a connotation.
Oh,
yeah,
what
that's
do
the
you
point.
mean?
Slippery P.
Guys, my mother is watching.
Big Danny P.
Oh no. All right, Gigamon. $5. Just be like King Richard. Have someone hold the page for you. Sheesh, not that complicated. Talking about bookmarks. Oh God. Toxic Crusader before he got banned. For $2, he says 58008. Flip the screen upside down.
Oops.
Yes, we know it's boobs. Thank you, Toxic Crusader.
Yes, boobs. Oh, God.
Anyone who's made it through 5th grade math knows.
See. He come on for $5. Why can't Michael Jackson go within 500 meters of a school? Because he's dead.
We're all going to hell, except Mike.
I am toasted enough to actually laugh at those things.
Oh no, that's you guys. What have you done to me? Oh man, over on the locals side for $30 for a $30 tip.
That's a big one.
Yes, that is, and it is from
That's
Kikomon. That is a Kikomon tip. Kikomon says, Herman, fantastic trolling on ADWC. Please continue giving Roy shit. Showcase his website, man. Yes, that would be hphunterwriter.com.
Yeah, don't forget the writer.
Nice being appreciated for a job well done.
Yeah,
Dedication to your craft.
This is what they mean by no good deed goes unpunished. You help. So, yeah, it's just,
And I'm an old fart. Imagine when I was younger.
Sort of tangential. Did anybody notice that Ben Shapiro shared out Edwin's GoFundMe today?
I heard about it.
I did not know.
Yeah.
How is he doing, by the way?
Someone anonymously, and I know who it is, obviously, but someone donated $5,000 in one shot. I was like,
wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Good. I hope that they are doing. I hope that they are well.
They're doing as well as they can.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm. And he was the one who was reading out all the chats and stuff, right? With the deeper voice.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually have the MP3 of that. I'm going to work that into my Sunday coffee as part of the intro. So after the intro song plays, it's going to be like #1 Iron Age Booty Daddy. Dude, I wish you could have. I was upstairs helping my wife with this Word doc that she was trying to format for her boss, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back downstairs, and I go and I start going down the stairs, and all I hear is him reading out the guys saying #1 Iron Age Booty and #1 Iron Age Daddy, and I'm like, those mother effers. I run out into the garage and I turn the mute off, and I'm like, you motherfucker. Trippy, I thought Trippy was gonna wet himself. He was laughing so hard. That's the most fun we've probably ever had in the Gilded.
That was a fun episode. That was good times.
That was great. Convoy Bebop for $2. Daniel, I swear I'm not a furry. Riley.
What the hell gives you the impression I'm a furry?
I don't know. This is super chat.
I can't figure that one out, but whatever. Roll with it.
Daniel, furry Riley with a PH, not an F. It's different.
Not a furry.
Just as bad as fish.
Oh God! Don't get the chat on fish. We're not gonna like where that goes. Mr. Frequency Studios over on the local side for $4.20. May I please direct your attention to the like button? Thank you so much, Frequency Studios. I appreciate it. And then Kikomon over in the locals side for $30 again. Let's do that again, because I said I would do the clapping for $20 and over, and I fail at this. I'm so terrible. I'm terrible.
It counts. It's from the same person.
See. So it says, shout out to JDA, Mike, Mark, and Royce. Somehow throughout the shout outs, Kikomon will be printed with Quaff's campaign. Hail, support him here. Yeah, did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yes, and I do actually have to pull up the Gilded to show off and share Quaff's campaign, because it wouldn't pull up through locals for some reason.
Is Quaff still here?
I am not sure. Oh, crap. Not what I wanted. There we go. Am I copyright stricken if I show this? All right. Hopefully not. Yes, I'm not sure if the Quaff is still
Channel
here. He
going
was
down in 5,
Yeah.
4.
Before we
three,
get shut off by YouTube, I
see,
want to take one moment because my drunken brain finally remembered to say thank you to Mike and his crew about that tribute to Jason, drawn in Corcoran.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
Jason was a great guy.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Fantastic artist too, obviously.
And I do have to do that. I hate ruining somber moments, but the chat is.
It's not a somber moment. It was a thankful moment.
Well, I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Convoy Bebop, Daniel, you said you hated furries so much. I keep saying that you're a closet about it. That's where the joke came from.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yes, and
Fair
now, and this is Toxic Crusader with a guillotine. Oh boy, you better run, King Richard. This is how you spell fish.
You guys know Rusty Cage? You ever follow Rusty Cage?
No. That
He's
is the
literally
the Quaff
building a guillotine in his backyard.
That's
Oh, I actually saw something
He's a
about that.
YouTuber. Have you ever seen the knife song?
No.
No.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's Rusty,
Right.
and he's
Okay.
building a guillotine and doing it on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That's pretty sweet.
That's kind of cool. All right. So here's something that we're going to do because of the
suicidal troll. That would be like horrible.
I'm glad I'm boring.
Oh God, that would be not good. All right, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shotgun Samurai Legends. This is the trailer number 1. This is over on Indiegogo.com. This is the Quaff. I will be sharing this link down in the chat below, and I do hope that all of you go over and check out this campaign. This is from the Quaff. He is a fantastic member of the community. His artwork is just utterly incredible, and I really do hope that all of you enjoy this. Now let's get into it. And gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind, because I was traveling this week and I wasn't able to do it. Now, I think, Mike, you may have already seen this, potentially, or no?
Seen what?
The Quaff's trailer.
Oh, yeah.
That's up on the screen.
Okay,
right now.
so for those of you who have not seen it, let's give a first impressions on it, because that's one thing that I love to do is a first impressions, and obviously let's make them as positive as we can, which with this panel is fucking impossible. But
no, it's not.
No, we're positive with other people.
Yeah, we're positive to everyone but you.
Hey, Quaff's in the chat.
Yeah, he's right there.
I know Quaff is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, here is Shotgun Samurai.
Flip-flop tracks on the countryside, in the hills, nowhere to hide. Ninjas waiting, ready to strike. Who can save us now? Shotgun samurai in their sights. Shotgun samurai strikes with might. A worthy opponent here to fight. Shotgun, boom. Shotgun, boom. Shotgun in their sights.
Nice. I mean, it's got the classic delicious food and
strong harmonizing
jugs. And then just add samurais and everything else, and then just add a shotgun to it. That sounds sounds very interesting.
I like the artwork is absolutely stunning. I mean, the Quaff is the Quaff is definitely going to earn his rank amongst the artists of the world here very, very soon.
I got this kind of cool Sonny Chiba vibe from that main character in the beginning there. That was kind of sweet.
You know what? Almost as dumb as this sounds, it almost looks like the artwork is a cross between Samurai Jack and Afro Samurai.
A little bit, yeah.
Like it's crazy how the artwork just seems to mirror those two.
but for the young heads, the Sonny Chiba was a action star in like the wuxia revolution of films traveling out from China back in like the 60s and 70s. He mostly did things that were very similar to like what Charlie Bronson and Chuck Norris did, but he had this stone-faced intimidation factor that was really cool.
Yeah, that I'm gonna have to check that out.
This check it out.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting lost over here. And ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to share this link down in the chat. Let's go support the Quaff and make sure.
Absolutely.
No, it's and it's fun, and it seems like he knows he's having fun with it. Obviously, with that song, which was just fantastic. But the artwork, he's not slouching here.
No, not at all.
And I would say this: yes, he's having fun with the song, obviously, and the shotgun song, but this is not somebody who's slouching at all. He knows what he's writing. It seems like he's going to have a fun time with it. And I mean, this paneling here.
Yeah.
Like that is just Mike, I don't know if there's a term for that type of paneling, but in the industry, but that I don't see very many panels that are broken down to jump like that. And I like that. I think it's interesting.
It's called, the technical definition is called cool.
The right.
Yeah.
He's a bad man with Jamma. Anyway.
It harkens back visually to samurai films and like some of the early mangas that came out that were more, period oriented, like Edo period oriented. So I like that with that panel, the far back with the
right here,
with the grass and the clouds. That is a classic pair off that you see in a lot of old samurai films.
Yeah. No, I agree. And one of the things too is I know that a lot of people are like, the old samurai films and the old Western films are like, they're basically the same thing. They're just one's Japan and one. I mean, the samurai, like our outlaw cowboy is in the mythos, and kind of the myth around the outlaw cowboy is kind of similar to how Japan's myth around the samurai is, and it's really cool. So when you're able to
they went kind of hand in hand, they were parallel.
Yeah.
At the time, Westerns were very big, and I know that from research that a lot of filmmakers of the time tried to mimic Western films when they created their martial arts or wuxia movies. So a lot of those things did transfer over. They took the great elements and incorporated them.
The Quaff down in the chat actually says that samurai and Westerns influenced each other, actually. And I
was saying.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Now, honestly, looking at this, I might actually have to see if I can have a business conversation with Quaff, because I've been thinking about doing a either manga style or just standard graphic novel for Jisadai, and this is exactly what I would be looking for as far as artistic vision.
He is really, really good.
Yeah, so
really good. The Quaff is fantastic.
Yeah. We might need to talk.
Dude, you're just using this channel as a marketing thing. That's just
Isn't that the idea behind this channel?
That's the point.
That's just
Is that a bad thing?
No,
considering how terrible I am at shilling, taking an opportunity to market in any way.
Here's a good shilling.
I was literally going to shout and be like, someone learned how to shill, and then I got dogpiled, and I don't want to say it anymore.
Here's a lesson on shilling. G. Royce, seeing that this is featuring me, why don't you show my trailer that you have a link for? And it's on
good.
Iron Age.
I'm good.
Website,
Jesus, I'm good.
Richard.
I was gonna say, I even dropped the links to everything at the very end.
I have all the links in Twitter. And I have them all copied and pasted.
You don't need to go to Twitter. You can just,
the guest. You
scroll up.
I could, but like
second link
trailer
right there.
I mean,
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's I kind
Yeah,
of agree
don't-
with Mike,
don't-
and I don't agree with Mike very often, but like,
don't sprain your clicky finger there.
no, it's
I'm sure you're gonna need that for when you go to the bathroom later.
yeah, no.
This is Royce's revenge right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
Nah, I don't want to.
I really don't want to. Like, I mean, I could, but
good.
like, I could, but also
Booty.
at the same time,
I could not.
you son of a bitch. No, I'm not gonna do it. I literally just pulled it up. Now I'm not gonna do it.
I said I was going to call it out. I gave you the signal.
I hate you. I hate you all.
No, you
That's
don't.
okay. That's okay, Royce. I'm just the guest here. It's
Yeah.
it's
Just
not a big deal.
I thought
Not
I
a
was
big deal.
the guest here.
There we go.
Technically, we're all guests here.
Wait. Let's have a little setup here. Does our guest want to prepare?
No
us at all
setup
for this
at all. He's just like,
fantastic,
play it.
Trailer.
Yeah, this is my trailer. Play it.
Okay, there we go. All right.
And action.
You guys all suck.
And
That's
now-
not how you do it. No,
The
no.
Wizard Stone
Ladies
trailer.
and gentlemen, may I present to you the epic trailer of The Wizard's Stone for pre-release from the fantastic writer Herman P. Huntard, also known as Fuck You Jeff.
Dance, monkey, dance.
And Diane.
And Diane. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Also formerly Diane. Sorry. My bad.
Best-selling author, Diane.
There's a little ditty about Jeff and Diane.
I will say this: when you shared that in the Gilded months ago, I thought just what a fantastic. The music was just great, and I was like, all right, you're, and especially somebody who is coming from a Christian background, who is developing that, writing those stories in there, ladies, like seriously, guys, yeah, and we're here, we're having a little bit of locker room discussion, but. I do have to say this, that it is fantastic to be here with so many creative people. Let's get that link down in the chat, because here is the Amazon link for those of you who want to go and pre-order The Wizard's Stone. With the way the world is going, I would strongly recommend the paperback.
For sure.
Over the Kindle. But
if you have
seriously,
the option, physical books, people.
Seriously, though, Herman, I can see the level of care that you're putting into this, and shenanigans aside, just congratulations to you for
Thank you.
for putting this out, and for the level of detail that you have been going for. It's just
The thing I want to point out is that if you thought that was a really good trailer, it doesn't take a lot to do that. Now, my son did the final touches on it, but I was the one who basically laid it all out. And with between, like, let's say Adobe Shutterstock and something that gives you video, and you don't even need to do that, and maybe some of the free music on YouTube, you can make a high quality trailer that kind of inspires people to go buy it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a lot of. I don't want to say it doesn't take a lot of effort, but it doesn't take a ton of money to kind of look professional, you know. So that's the one thing that people need to understand, that, you know, they get into marketing and, oh, it's so expensive. You know, a little bit, you know, you have to invest a little bit of money, but with a little bit of, you know, ingenuity and effort, you can produce something that looks really good.
Are you trying to get Royce to do better thumbnails?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No, I did like it. It was one thing that I have to.
Sir, you've had quite a bit of whiskey.
Yeah, I did. I've had with whiskey. But there's just one little point that through the whole thing that broke it just a tiny little bit for me, and that was that and when they leave part.
Yeah.
This deliver the object to the king, and he had this great epic music, and just focusing on that they are hunted without the and then they leave would have been so much more dramatic, in my opinion. It really would have nailed that hard. Yeah, not that I'm knocking it. It was a really good trailer. Just while my observation while I was watching it, I was so into it, and that little and then they leave kind of like.
So I screwed it up.
Pulled me out. Just
I was gonna say, man.
No, not.
So what you're saying is I screwed it up.
Harsh here.
No, that's not.
I didn't have the heart to tell you.
That's not how I would.
Oh, Mike, you didn't even know.
Just, you know,
that's okay, Mike. I'll go pick up my pride.
Like,
oh, dude, you should have a
Crumbled
lot
over
of
there.
pride. Putting together a video like that, even
No, I thought it. I mean, I thought it looked good. I enjoyed it.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm like Daniel.
Hey,
I thought it was great.
I can give feedback
I'm trying to
without being
build
a
you
dick.
up here,
Thank
man.
you.
I think it's good.
But that's
What
that's the thing.
Daniel is trying to say is do better next time, scrub.
No. That's not what I'm
got
trying
out of
to
it.
say.
This is the reason why I hire editors. Anyways,
The reason
yeah,
why
ahead.
is redundant.
It's literally one of the things that I do for a living. That's why I wanted to point it out. That's free consultation right there from drunk me. You know?
From drunk me.
You might invoice
I
you later.
need to desperately set up a cigar stream. We have to get a cigar stream going where we plan it out and just.
So
just
make sure I never send him anything on Friday.
Do you need a cigar stream?
I deserved that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it looks like Royce is getting attention.
He's getting mad. He's getting yelled at. Oh man. Oh, this is serious.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
don't piss off the lady, my friend.
I'm
My wife
smiling.
is staring at me ominously.
Does
Yep,
she
still
have
staring
a
at me
knife?
ominously. And I just got flipped off.
Uh-oh.
too
Yep,
loud.
she says she loves me.
That doesn't bode well for
I
you.
didn't suggest that, I might add. So
What?
in case she knows where I live. Oh,
I think we may need to skip the after show so Royce can go save himself.
No, she said she's going to go play video games. That's basically carte blanche for me to do what I need to do for the night. So, yeah.
Oh, so she needs stress relief. Got it.
See. I am not that stress relief. We're not 18 anymore.
but anyway, so like I said, that you can do a fairly professional job with very little money invested, and
Beautifully so.
and it can get people interested in your book, and it's other things like I put it out there on my YouTube channel. I'll use it in various ads or presentations like now, and it's always something you can have. And I might add that my son did all the fine details of that. He was the one who I gave him kind of the rough, and he took it and did his magic with it. He's into videos and music. He didn't like how I broke some of the music up, so he fixed that. But but that blur effect, he did that.
Sound effect or sound transitions and sound design in and of itself is just a totally different animal. If you've ever tried to do it even slightly, it is a pain. Like I I will do a simple version of that in a lot of my daily uploads. And like, I'll put music in the background of my uploads because I have 4 kids and dogs and there's always background noise in my house. So for those of you who don't know, I actually put the music in my videos so I can hide a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And if you've ever had to deal with trying to balance out any sort of sound, even moderately, like understanding how it, and I screw it up all the time. Sound is something that is just, but if you get it right and you do it well, audio cues will make visual cues 100 times better.
Yeah, when you have that, when you have you have the image along with the music, and you got the right theme going, it pops and it gets people interested.
It does. It 100% does. All right. Let's go back to the super chats. Toxic Crusader with a guillotine. Richard, don't mind the guillotine. It's just decorations.
I think those are pretty classy, actually. We were talking about.
Yes. Don't mind. It's fine, Richard. It's fine. It's fine. Long live the king. Long live the king. Kikomon for $5. I have many jokes about unemployed people. Sadly, none of them work.
It's on a roll tonight.
Dude, yeah. When Kikomon once Kikomon gets about a third of the way into the bottle, he starts to roll. No, he's a great dude. Kikomon's awesome. If you guys have ever had any private conversations with Kikomon, he is a fantastic person to talk to. So, Kikomon for $5. Thank you, Mike, for hosting Kikomon. One of the art pieces will end in the Okay, so that is how he said it. Will end in the pages. Woo! I think he's just really excited. That
was a freaking hysterical episode.
Oh my god.
It was.
Were you were in the Gilded with us, right, Herman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. We must have just I think we were just dying for about an hour.
That one was right up there with the Jabba the Hutt nipple episode.
Oh god.
Do you remember that one? Kevin Sharp made something with Jabba the Hutt. And it was his
reminded Mike of something.
Kevin. It's always Kevin.
And it looks like and everybody's sitting there going, "Oh my god, there's a nipple on Jabba the Hutt."
Oh no.
And the one he'll never live down, for those who don't know, he did on the Lord of the Rings one, he did this great like movie poster thing, but his Eye of Sauron looked a little puckered. So we called it the Brown Eye of Sauron.
I remember that one.
He hates it anytime I bring it up. He's like, I fixed it, Mike. Stop bringing it up.
Oh no, that's so no. FLA music super uncouth. All right, JVP music.
Welcome to second hour of Iron Age.
Oh god. JVP for $10 says super chat for Mrs. Crazy to forgive Royce.
Doesn't work that way, but valiant effort.
Yeah, it can, but I would have to then take your super chats, convert those into keepsakes for Mrs. Crazy, and then that's how that's how she forgives me.
Hey, share my screen, Royce.
I am. Can I get done with my sentence, good sir?
Fresh goals to work with.
Dick.
You got to keep rolling. So yeah, if you guys want to see a guy in the modern day building a guillotine in his backyard, just go to Rusty Cage.
Oh my lord.
Man, he split that.
I'm not quite sure what he's going to do with it, but
yeah, I'd be a little concerned, especially when he puts a basket down at the bottom.
Can you imagine what his neighbors think?
Right,
something big enough to hold.
I would love to be that guy's neighbor. That'd be awesome. I would help that guy build that.
Yep, I was going to say you have to put like a watermelon in there or something. Okay, good.
Yeah.
If I tried to pull something like that here, I have so many complaints.
Okay, that's so that he's that would there. You got it. No, like I get what he's going for.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
he's making lemonade.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that looks a little more satisfying. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, it did cut him. Good.
Yeah, that thing's sharp.
Well, I mean, it should be. Like,
Yeah.
it's designed to cut off heads and penises, or I don't know, whatever the feminists are going
You
for
can
nowadays.
see the edge profile pretty clearly.
Yeah. My neighbor is building a guillotine. That's normal.
No, he's making a lemonade maker.
Okay, yeah. You need to get a little girl selling lemonade.
I love the intense drink of lemonade.
That is fantastic. I
Great
love it.
punctuation.
That's awesome. That's great. Oh.
All right, I'm being beckoned, so I'm gonna take off.
All right.
Later.
Thank you for showing up good, sir. Hey. Shill. You can't leave without shilling. What are you working on? Shill something. Oh, he's going to leave.
I'm working on
Thumbnail.
Conqueror Volume 2, but it won't be available for... And I showed it earlier, so you can rewind.
Just as long as
I'm here to
where can
chill.
we go? Can we go
Mike,
somewhere?
I was waiting for Mike to be like, no, click.
Yeah.
I legit thought that's what he was going to do. Like, try to like
Subscribe to Blacklist Universe.
Yes.
Thank you.
There you
Get
go.
on
Was
Black-
it that hard? You
Follow me on
arrogant.
Twitter if you
Whatever.
like watching people fight relentlessly for no good reason.
It's true. It's true.
At
It's great.
Mike S.
It is
Miller
entertaining.
Art. Mike S. Miller Art. All right, that's it. I shilled. Bye.
Bye. Get out of here. Joe,
Just
you
like
dirty
that,
scrub. Yeah,
he
just
was
like
gone.
that. All right.
I missed him
Just
already.
like that. He was out of our lives. Not for good. I wish.
But
Anyway,
for now.
but for now.
And then there were 4,
Right.
which means we all have to do double time.
Oh.
Roughing you up.
God, no.
Daniel's about to fall asleep down there.
I told
Well-
you, man.
Well,
That's the
okay.
level I was
Well,
gonna get to today.
that means it is time for Daniel. Daniel, good sir.
Fuck's
It's time
sake.
for you to chill. Yeah. He's like, fuck you.
You take a good swig and then start
Take a
chilling.
good smoke. Come on.
Sorry, Mom. All right.
If you
fine.
ever met my mom, you would actually feel really bad about cussing on stream when she's watching. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
No, I'm just that type of person. Literally. Sorry, Mom. I try to not cuss.
you're not getting out of the shill by talking about your swearing.
Shh.
You're not getting out of it.
Let it go, Royce.
Nope.
Make sure you actually
Let the shill flow.
Fine. All right.
Chill with your feelings, Luke.
Whimsyland.org, my literary coaching and services website, also hosts my books, Jisadai, a Kurosawa-inspired samurai sci-fi novella series, and Legacy of Heroes, a more wholesome golden age superhero novel, of which I have added to morally dark stories on my MrDPRiley.com author site. You'll
which
find
is
them,
linked in chat.
yes,
Mhm.
you'll find them under Iron Age Pulp, separated into the category Legacy of Heroes. There are 2 as of 10 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday morning shorts. Comedy's Tragedy, what happens to the villain comedy from Legacy of Heroes 1, and soon Tragedy's Comedy, the story that literally broke my brain and my heart this week.
And I will say this, and not in any funny way, but if you put that much into it to where you drove yourself through a nihilistic and a dark part in your soul, make sure you guys go and you check out Mr. DPRiley.com tomorrow and see what he wrote. When people put that much passion into something, I think it's worth it.
Well, I'm
So-
sure the liquor makes up for it.
Right now, the liquor makes up for it. I only drink on Iron Age nights, just so you know.
Yeah, he only gets hammered on Iron Age nights.
Yes. And sink slowly into my wonderful yellow chair here.
Oh.
But
And
so, either this weekend or sometime early in the week if you'd like to sit down for an hour stream or not and hear the details of it. I thought about doing a video, but I was kind of concerned that people might think that it was a suicide note, and therefore I wouldn't want to go that route. So if you want to do a conversation about it sometime in the next couple of days, I should have time. Just let me know.
That's awesome.
And yeah, man, I am drunk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I know. I'm aware. I'm good with it. I am good with it. And
Just don't try to light a cigar.
No, I'm not going out tonight. I don't even think I'd make it like down the street because I wander when I have my cigars at night. I don't think I could walk straight.
That's not sir, you need to slow down. I mean, I get it. Like, it's
This
Iron Age
week
nice, but like,
justified.
well, okay.
Usually I stop at 3 for the stream, so I'm nice and buzzed, but not quite.
But it was the video that put him over the edge.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, and that one sentence.
Frickin' video.
God damn it! I must have a whole nother glass.
Oh, good
I'm that bad.
Good Lord. Good sir.
King Richard's turn.
Oh, you took my intro, you bastard. I was going to give a good one, too.
He's getting unruly.
Well, do the good one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it fester.
He's thrown off now. It's fine. He's okay.
Don't let it fester. It's gonna fester.
It is. He's not wrong.
Do it.
Do it.
And I would like to present my Lord King Richard. He is the Iron Fist of the Iron Age. And sir, would you please tell the rest of us peasants what you have been working on and what you are going to present to us graciously in the future?
I like Daniel's better.
Thank you.
Well, as always, ironage.media. And I'm going to... Oh, I see.
Wow. Jonathan swinging from the chat. Vicious haymaker.
I was going to say, you can find all the usual there. February, I think we might be going to a few more articles per week, and I got to get out the January updates. That'll be coming next week as well. But probably on Monday on the YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and link my Gilded and then my final shill if anybody would like to join there. That's mainly for if you want to try and find something to write about, or you think that there's something that I should write about, or you want to shill your books or live streams or whatever, you can do that on the Gilded. And let's see here. The last request I have is that actually I know we're on YouTube right now, but if you have a Rumble account, if you will go over and check out, wow, it let me post it. I was wondering if YouTube would kill it. If you'll go over there and follow that channel, I think I need to get to like 25 before I can do any live streaming. So I'm thinking about doing
the Iron Age Media Rumble.
Is it 25? I thought it was 100 over there.
I think it says 25.
Interesting.
But,
yes, do it.
So go over there, and I'm going to start trying to do some Sunday evening live streams, just kind of chill, playing board games and maybe mini painting and stuff like that. And also my other final shill, by absolutely no provocation from my wife whatsoever, is my wife's
good man
book, which she's recently re-released, The Gatling Legacy, Haven's Fall. It's a science fiction novel.
Yes.
Good man.
I was going to say, I think if you'd like to check it out, you can. And also her, let's see here. I think one of the stories from December she wrote in that same world. So A Flame Burns Free on her Substack, which you can find through through Iron Age Media prompts.
I did get started on it after I finished Star Shatter.
Okay, good.
In the intro so far, so
okay. I was going to say, I'm not sure if I really want your feedback right now, Daniel. But...
You should have used should have used a preposition.
Yes, perfect time for you to take a pound of flesh, Richard. You're not yelling at me for not getting that article to you. I promised.
At this exact moment, I don't think
you were acting pathetic this week, so I decided to leave you be.
Oh, jeez.
Don't take it easy on me. If there's one person here that you can kick,
you guys are about 2 paragraphs away from asking what each other's safe words is. So, ladies, calm down.
Richard doesn't get a safe word.
We already know yours, right?
Oh no! Oh no! All right.
Oh yeah!
Oh, good Lord! And ladies,
thank you, Herman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to take my time to shill Chill Kid. Actually, Chill Kid is a fantastic member of my Gilded, and you guys know where I'm at. You guys can find me. You guys are obviously here, but you don't know where Chill Kid is. And Chill Kid is a musician and has been creating music and more of electronic style music for many years. You can go find him on chillkid.bandcamp.com. You can also find him on Spotify and on his YouTube and SoundCloud channels. I am going to ask my guests, because usually we do a talking outro, but in order to share the sound for Chill Kid, and this is completely impromptu, which is why I'm actually going to ask you guys to mute for a minute, because I do have to change audio
the
settings.
Guy who always tells you that you guys
it's not just
now you're telling me I got to frickin' mute.
Holy crap! There's a certain irony here.
There is. But if you guys will give me just a moment.
Favoritism.
I'm offended.
Yeah, I'm offended too. I'm offended
on behalf of the host, on behalf of the guest, on behalf of the chat.
This is a song by Chill Kid. The Guns of the IMS Star Shatter. This was done especially for the Star Shatter campaign, which is the fantastic book written by Black Knight. And ladies and gentlemen, I would love to share this with all of you. Let me know if the audio comes through. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I dropped all kinds of links in the chat so you guys can go check out Chill Kid over on Bandcamp and YouTube. And he jumped in at the very last moment, and I thought, you know what? A man who is offering his musical talents to everybody in the Iron Age, and honestly for free. He just loves creating music, and he just wants to get that out there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, dude, you should hear the whole track. I cut it off before it got good. You should. It is that track is incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that. I'm a big fan of machinist sounds.
Dude,
and
chill.
And it had that sort of almost 80s, space film feel to it. So really, I could visualize after reading Star Shatter. I could visualize with that track. That's fantastic. Chill
Dude.
Kid.
Oh, he nailed it. He 100% nailed it. And
Magic.
so, yeah, and so that is my shill this evening. Like I said, just go support the people who support me, because that is the best way that we can continue forward. And you son of a bitch. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on Iron Age Nights. And that was my ass. And before he can do it again, here we go.
That's perfect timing, Herman.
God,
Thank
you suck. You're
Yes.
such a dick.
Support the Iron Booty.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
How could you do that?
It's easy. There's a little button here. It says stop cam.
Yeah.
Stop cam.
Yeah. Brings up the avatar, and it's easy.
He can do that with great joy.
With great joy
Great joy.
comes great fuckery.
The best kind, my friend.
The best kind. No, thank you all so much for being here. Yeah. Somebody else is taking up your lot down in the chat, Herman.
I was waiting.
Thank you guys for keeping the joke alive.
Thank you all so much. Oh man, this is great. I need to set up a cigar stream. I do. I think it just I might try to do that as like a members only, just a cigar night.
Yeah, that might be cool. I think wait for warmer weather though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you guys don't have a garage. Yeah.
I just don't like to smoke on my property.
That is not what I said, Toxic.
Let a toxic thing now.
Well,
Well, ooh. And I do
Good.
like that he changed his name to Toxic Crusader with a guillotine.
I know. No, he's gonna get that Richard ass.
Just ask Herman for it.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Iron Age Nights. We will see you all next time. Cheers, everybody.
That's no way to talk to a lady.